of things, and I think that's what Coach Byington wants. He wants us to take that next level step against better competition as you start to prepare for the SEC.
This team continues to be amazing offensively. 103 points per game, 13 three-pointers. They jump off the page. Really, maybe even better, leading the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio. 21 assists per game to only 7 turnovers. Really unselfish play leading to good results so far.
Well, you got to love the way these guys share the basketball. And you can tell they really like and enjoy playing with one another. But, you know, they're what are they, number 7 in the country, 21 assists a game. And we always talk about assists per made baskets, and it's amazing every time you look at that stat sheet. You know, there's a bunch of guys sharing the basketball and making other people around it better.
Second time in a multi-team event under head coach Mark Byington. Played well in making the championship game in Charleston last season, and hopefully even better results this week here in Atlantis. First Bank makes being a super fan super easy with their exclusive Vanderbilt debit cards. You can bank on the doors every time you pay. First Bank, bank local, and get more. Member FDIC. Tip-off coming up at 11:01 Central Time. Just ahead, we'll check the scouting report on the Hilltoppers. They're off to a good start as well at 4-0. We'll talk about that coming up next. Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile! The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We're taking a 60-second local break. Then more Commodore basketball coverage on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin and Zerfos at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
Coming up at the top of the hour. The scouting report on the Hilltoppers. Second-year coach Hank Plana has the Toppers at 4-0. Two things they've done well so far is take care of the ball, less than 8 turnovers per game, and also get to the free throw line. They're top 10 in the country in attempts and in makes. Tim, as you look at Western, what stands out?
Well, you know, they got pretty good size. And, you know, you got Tegan Moore, who averages about 18 points a game, and Grant Newell, who's at 14. The one thing I look at is I look at their three-point shooting percentage. It's only 27%. They don't shoot the basketball well from the perimeter. The one common opponent that we have between the two of us is Eastern Kentucky. They beat Eastern Kentucky 87-79. We beat Eastern Kentucky 92-62. So, you know, you do the numbers on that. I think if we play well today, we have Frankie back, and, you know, you're in a situation where, you know, he gives you a little bit of a defensive standout, and it'll be interesting to see, because I think if we shoot the basketball in this environment. Now, that's the other thing I want to talk about is this is a different shooting environment. And I think, that could, like you talked about, it could be the great equalizer. Who knows? But if we shoot the basketball well against Western Kentucky, we should win.
Yeah, it is a very unique venue. The ceiling is really low. We're in a big ballroom. The lighting is a little different than what you normally see. So we'll see if that affects today's game. And really, for being only an hour apart, these teams haven't played often in recent years. First meeting since 2010 for Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky. Vanderbilt Health is the exclusive health care provider of Vanderbilt Athletics. And also, our broadcasts are always brought to you by First Bank. Money Talks now at Cheers with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. You can bank on the doors every time you pay. First Bank, carry Commodore pride. Bank local and get more. Member FDIC. Coming up, we'll talk about shooting in a ballroom with Tyler Nickel, and also Jonah Weintraub will join us from Network Studios in just a bit on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
The roof over your head does more than protect your house. It protects the people you love most. At Ostermiller, we understand that. Whether it's a small repair or a brand new roof, we treat every project like it's our own home. Local, reliable, and always here when you need us, because peace of mind starts at the top. Ostermiller, we're raising the standard in roofing.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
More action on the hardwood in 60 seconds. You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
Hey, Commodore fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Vandy basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Let's go, Commodores! SeatGeek.
Welcome back to pregame of Vanderbilt basketball. It's time to find out who's been hot for the Commodores.
Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky coming up. Day one of the Battle for Atlantis. Kevin Ingram joined by Tyler Nickel. It's an interesting setting, isn't it, playing in a ballroom?
Yeah, this is crazy. I've never been in a place like this, so it's a new experience, but I mean, it's fun, man. This is the type of stuff you live for, dream for. You know, I grew up watching Battle for Atlantis, so, you know, being able to play in it is wild.
Do you have to get your bearings as far as shooting the ball with the lighting and everything?
I say a little bit. You know, it's like going to an away gym. It's kind of, I mean, to a more extreme level, but it's all basically the same thing. You know, basket 10 feet. Once you get your feel for it, you're gonna be all right.
You shot the ball so well so far. What have been some of the keys for you?
Just being consistent mentally. Obviously my mechanics, but really more so mentally, just being consistent, doing the same thing every day, keep my routine what it is, and us playing together. We keep doing that. I think percentages are going to keep going up, if anything.
This has been a really unselfish team so far, making the extra pass. How have you seen that come together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, making the extra pass is everything. We preach it every day in practice. Coach always talks about, we call it an AM1 pass, and it's touching the paint, kickouts and AM1s, and everything from there. When you play with rhythm like that shots are going far.
It's a really beautiful setting here. Are you a beach guy?
Yeah, I love the beach. I love the beach. If I can vacation, if I ever get time off, I love going to the beach. So, you know, being here is really cool.
3 games in 3 days. How do you take care of your body?
Just got to stay on top of it, really. You can't get set back by putting bad things in your body as far as food or drinks or anything like that. Just keep yourself hydrated, get your rest, just keep the main thing, especially out here. There's a lot of ways that guys can get distracted, and you got to steer clear from that. You got to remember why you're here.
Tyler, thanks for the time. Good luck this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Tyler Nickel. We'll continue from Atlantis after this on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Claire. She loves her motorcycle, and she's learned to love the insects she encounters on her rides. She may not know the difference between a gnat and a mosquito at 55 miles per hour, but she does know one thing. It's always gross when one flies into her mouth. But she's so used to it that it's weird when it doesn't happen. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back with comprehensive and collision coverage from America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the campus, leads the charge down the Star Walk, and motivates the Commodores to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Jonah Weintraub here inside the Learfield Network studios. Not as glamorous as the Bahamas, but it'll do as we've got score updates coming in from across the SEC. And by updates, I mean previews, because ours is the only game in the conference until 6 o'clock tonight when number 17 Tennessee 7-0 takes on Kansas in the third-place game at the Players Era Festival in Las Vegas. The Volunteers upset number 3 Houston last night by 3 points, but it wasn't enough to make the championship game that was decided by point margin. That one will feature Gonzaga and Michigan, so no SEC in the title game in Sin City. Also at 6 o'clock, Kentucky takes on Tennessee Tech. The Wildcats, number 19 in the country, 4-2, still looking to get back on their feet after that loss to Michigan State at MSG last week, but the Wildcats get a favorable matchup tonight at Rupp Arena against TTU. Back to the Players Era at 7 o'clock. Number 14 St. John's takes on number 21 Auburn. The Tigers got throttled by Michigan last night by 30 points, 102-72 in Vegas. The Stephen Pearl and his squad will look to bounce back against the Johnnies, who are averaging 95 points per game. That's almost 20 points per game better than Rick Pitino's squad averaged last year. Down to Maui in the 5th place game at the Maui Invitational. Number 23, NC State taking on Texas. The Wolfpack 5-1. They were the first ranked team this season to lose to an unranked team when they fell to Seton Hall in the first round of that tournament. Meanwhile, back at the Players Era again at right about at 11 p.m. Number 8 Alabama looking to improve to 2 games in a row against Maryland. The Crimson Tide lost their opening game of the Players Era to Gonzaga, but throttled UNLV last night and will get a chance to take on the Terps, who got beat by Gonzaga last night. And in the final SEC game of the day, at 11 p.m. Ole Miss takes on Utah at the Acrisure Classic in a consolation game. The Rebels 5-1 on the season, taking on the Utes at 5-2. All right, that'll do it for this little look at the scores across the SEC. We'll get back to our pregame coverage right after this with Coach Byington. You're listening to Vanderbilt basketball from Learfield.
Junior.
Yep.
Lady.
Yeah, they have it.
Gigantic.
You know it.
What about mega?
Yep, they've got that one too. When it comes to Jumbo Bucks, winning is the name of the game. In fact, Tennessee lottery players win an average of $2.3 million a day on Jumbo Bucks games alone. So find your jumbo-sized fun today. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Jumbo Jumbo?
Oh yeah, they even have that one.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Anchor down with our coverage of Commodores basketball. This is the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Turn up the volume and turn up the flavor with Tequila Mi Campo. Tequila made for those who choose to live louder. Mi Campo is crafted for utterly in-your-face flavor, made with 100% Blue Weber agave. Aged in wine barrels for incredibly smooth taste, ready for however you like to turn it up. Mi Campo, live louder. Please enjoy responsibly. 2025 imported by Mi Campo Spirits, Canandaigua, New York. Tequila 40% alcohol by volume.
The roof over your head does more than protect your house. It protects the people you love most. At Ostermiller, we understand that. Whether it's a small repair or a brand new roof, we treat every project like it's our own home. Local, reliable, and always here when you need us, because peace of mind starts at the top. Ostermiller, we're raising the standard in roofing.
With tip-off moments away, let's hear from the head coach of the Commodores, Mark Byington. Once again, here's Kevin Ingram.
Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky to get started here at the Battle for Atlantis. Kevin Ingram with head coach Mark Byington. It's an interesting setting, isn't it, when you look at playing in a ballroom and the lighting and all those things?
Yeah, it's fun. And, I'll go ahead and say the shout out to the fans right now. If they might miss this game one, but they can come down for game two, game three. It's an incredible venue. It's unique. It's it's a ballroom setting, and it's not a huge gym. You walk from your room across the casino and get to the court. But it's a great thing for the fans. The guys love it. High competition and a great venue.
You said it in the press conference. I mean, this is a chance to really learn some things about your team playing 3 games in 3 days.
Yeah, you really do. We know the competition is being stepped up, and there's really good teams, and including game one against an undefeated Western Kentucky team. So, along the way, you don't have a lot of time to practice, and you get these game reps and game experiences. And, we're still new to each other. I got 3 returners that are playing a lot, but also the other guys are new. So we're still learning what each other can do, and having these 3 games in a row, we really will learn a lot.
It is a team with a lot of new guys, but how pleased have you been with the unselfishness of this team so far? Not just making 1 extra pass, sometimes 2 extra passes.
Yeah, as a coach, you got in your mind on how basketball should be played, and you try to share that vision with your team, but they got to buy into it. And, we're in a world right now where everybody thinks, all right, more points better for me. But these guys we're scoring a lot of points, but at the same time, they're willing sometimes to pass up a shot for themselves to find a teammate. And we're getting higher quality looks that way.
It is a business trip, but how much do you let the guys, have a chance to enjoy this setting for a little bit?
Yeah, you can't be a coach and say, go to your room and don't come out. So there's a time and place for everything. And so we play an early game 1. And so we got an early practice in the day before. I'm giving the guys like an hour and a half or 2 hours in the afternoon just to walk around and see the place. It's beautiful. There's a lazy river, and they could do what they want to there. But then at the same time, once that's done, they're going to be able to lock in.
Coach, thanks as always. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Kev.
Head coach Mark Byington. More coming up. Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky just ahead on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans, and as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the Doors together. We're proud to add Commodore Pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When two historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the Doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
With holiday chaos around every corner, the minute you step into your BMW, you're in control. The BMW X3's adventure-ready agility is built for wherever the holidays take you. The effortless power of the X5 makes it easy to take on the season, and the iconic 3 Series is an exhilarating escape. The BMW Road Home sales event on now. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers now through December 1st.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Welcome back into the Learfield Network studios. Once more, Jonah Weintraub with you as we're gearing up for action between the 24th ranked Commodores and Western Kentucky in round 1 of the battle for Atlantis in the Bahamas. A little check-in now on some other games that are going to be taking place today as we wait for the Commodores and Hilltoppers to gear up and get ready. Starting at noon in the Players era, where 4-2 Syracuse has to play 15 Iowa State. That one tips off at noon. The Orange 0-2 at the Players era, but they took Houston, number 3 in the country, to overtime and only lost by 11 to Kansas yesterday. And in both of those games, the Orange shot below 50% from the free throw line. So they could have easily won those games if not for their woes at the charity stripe. Meanwhile, also at noon, Texas Tech hosting New Orleans. The Red Raiders looking to bounce back from a 30-point loss against Purdue last time out. The 20th ranked Red Raiders hosting UNO, and the Privateers actually beat TCU in their opener on the road. So they've had success against the Big 12 opponent so far this season. Fast forward now to 2:30, back to the Players era. 5-2 Notre Dame taking on number 3 Houston, 6-1. As we touched upon earlier, the Cougars lost their game yesterday to Tennessee. The Volunteers upset Houston in that Players era format. Now the Cougars looking to get back off the mat against the Irish, who are 5-2, led by 20-point per game scorer guard Marcus Burden. And in another score later tonight, number 6 Louisville taking on NJIT at the KFC Yum Center. That one taking place at 8 p.m. The Cardinals 6-0 on the season. Pat Kelsey's squad firing on all cylinders, 7th in the country with 96 points per game, averaging 20 assists per game as well. So sharing the ball, and they've got a very powerful backcourt. The Cards with Michael Brown Jr., Ryan Conwell combining for 36 points per game. The duo lighting it up for the Cards. And as mentioned earlier, Texas taking on NC State in the Maui Invitational at 8:30. But of course, the Maui Invitational Championship game takes place today between USC and Arizona State, a old-fashioned Pac-12 matchup taking place at 1:30. Eric Musselman's squad 6-0 are the Trojans. Arizona State 6-1. Both of those teams looking to pick up a signature non-conference win and head into conference play with a title in Maui. Some other quick scores from across the top 25 taking place today. Not the top 25, but rather another preview of what's going on at the Battle for Atlantis. After our game, if Vanderbilt wins, they will take on the winner of VCU and South Florida. And if they lose today, the Commodores will take on the loser of VCU and South Florida. That one tips off at 2:30. All right, we're just about ready to get going from the Bahamas. So back over to Atlantis with Kevin and Tim.
All right, appreciate it, Jonah. We've had the national anthems of the United States and the Bahamas as well. So we're just about ready for basketball tip-off coming up in about 4 minutes at 12:01 Eastern Time, 11:01 Central Time. Our injury update is always brought to you by Vanderbilt Sports Medicine. Vanderbilt Health is the exclusive healthcare provider of Vanderbilt Athletics. And our keys to the game brought to you by First Bank. Tim Thompson, how's Vanderbilt score win on day one of the Atlantis tournament?
Well, I think they've got to push the tempo against Western Kentucky. The one thing you don't want to do is just turn the basketball over. I think we can get offensive rebounds against this team as well. And then you got Frankie Collins back in action now, and he's a great defensive performer, and I think he's really going to help this team.
So Tim's keys are always brought to you by First Bank. Money talks now at Cheers. Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank allow you to bank on the doors every time you pay. First Bank, carry Commodore Pride. Bank local and get more. Member FDIC. Well, it is a feast week trip to the Bahamas, unbeaten and ranked in the AP poll for the first time this season. The high-flying Doors start play in this battle for Atlantis against a team from just up I-65, the undefeated Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. So let's give you the starting lineups as we get ready for this first meeting in about 15 years between these two programs. This is the 26th meeting. Vanderbilt leads the series 14-11. And for Western Kentucky, their head coach is Hank Plona in his second year, 21-15. They're 4-0 off a win against Bethel last time, 97-67. The starting lineup includes Cam Hafter. He's a 6'2 senior from Westfield, Indiana. Evansville transfer averaging 4 points per game. Terrion Murdix. He is a 6'1 graduate student from Springfield, Illinois. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Tegan Moore is their leading scorer, 6'5 redshirt sophomore from Dry Ridge, Kentucky. 18 points and 6 boards per game to lead the Hilltoppers. Blaze Cada, 6'11", 250, a graduate student from Mali, the Nebraska transfer. He averages 2 points and 2 rebounds. Played 12 minutes last time out. And Grant Newell, he is a 6'9 senior from Chicago. He's a North Texas transfer, averaging 14 points per game. Scored 16 last time out. Cam Hafter, Terrion Murdix, Tegan Moore, Blaze Cada, and Grant Newell for the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For the Vanderbilt Commodores, Duke Miles, a 6' graduate student from Montgomery, Alabama. 15 points, 2 rebounds, and a team-high 5 assists per game. Tyler Tanner, a 6' sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee. 16 points per game to lead the way. 2 points and 4 rebounds per contest for Tyler, who shot the ball well. A career-high 20 last time out. Tyler Nickel, 47% from 3, averaging 15 points per game. 6'7 junior from Harrisonburg, Virginia. And T. Nick scored 20 with 5 boards and 2 assists, hit 3 threes last time. A.K.O. Cherokee, a regular in the starting lineup, 6'7 graduate student from Clovis, California. 11 points per game. 6 out of 18 so far from 3. And Devin McLaughlin, the steady senior, 6'7 from Cumming, Georgia. 10 points, 7 boards, 2 assists per contest. 14, 6, and 2 last time. Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, Tyler Nickel, A.K.O. Cherokee, Devin McLaughlin for head coach Mark Byington's team. Coach B in his second year with the Commodores, 14th year overall with 245 wins. Again, Vanderbilt 5-0 on the season. Ranked number 24, a win against Texas Southern last time. Those are your Mid-South Ford starting lineups for Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky. Before we get things started, let's pause 10 seconds for a station ID. This is Vanderbilt basketball from Learfield. Today's officials, KB Burnett, Will Howard, and Jerry Heater. Mentioned the 26th meeting, but the first time since they have met since 2010. Vanderbilt won then 82-62. Commodores have won 11 of the last 12. The last Western Kentucky win was back in December of 2009. It's going to be Devin McLaughlin for Vanderbilt and Grant Newell for Western Kentucky to jump things to get us going here. Tim, it's been a fun trip so far, and hopefully 3 wins in 3 days and take home a championship from this extended stay here in the Bahamas. A lot of fun.
And the thing about it is, as a player, you love this because you get to play a lot.
And the ball's in the air. Commodores win the opening tip. Vanderbilt works from left to right. It's Tyler Tanner across into the offensive court in a zone defense for Western Kentucky, a 2-3 look. Miles over near the table for Vanderbilt. A screen from McLaughlin. Miles goes to the left. Poke free. Taken away. Western Kentucky gets a turnover on Vanderbilt's first trip. Drive by Moore down the right lane line. Turned away looking for a teammate. Bodied up by Akariki. Tries to make a pass. Intercepted. Looked to slide it to Murdoch. And there was Tyler Tanner. Opening possession turnover for both teams. Tanner steps back. Rainbow three. In and out. No good. Rebound to the Hilltoppers. It's Newell.
Well, you like that look, though. He's been shooting the basketball really well.
Murdoch's outside between the circles. Looks to the left. Plays to the right. Catch by Moore. Right corner three is there. That was taken by Cam Hafner. So the first 3 points of this game go to Western Kentucky. Hilltoppers in red uniforms. Vanderbilt in black uniforms. Both teams wearing the darker colored jersey and trunks today. Short pass goes to the top. Devin McLaughlin puts it on the deck with one bounce. Hands off to Tanner. Into the lane he goes. He penetrates. Slides to McLaughlin. Lays it up and in. Vanderbilt's first two go to number 99.
Nice bounce pass that time. Really a good look that time by McLaughlin. Really good penetration by Tanner.
Offensive court. Arrives Western Kentucky. Offensive foul on Murdoch. He gave Tyler Tanner a little shove, and the first foul of the day goes to the Hilltoppers.
Well, he better get used to that because Tyler Tanner is going to be there for the whole 40 minutes.
Nickel will throw it in right at midcourt. Ask him about shooting in this environment, the interesting lighting and the low ceiling. He said, the rims are 10 feet. You get used to it pretty quickly and see how it goes today. Here's Okereke, turned away, right elbow. Outside it goes to Tanner. Going to drive all the way, left side, high off the window. Bounces off, no good. Tipped to the right side and retrieved by Western Kentucky. It's Hafner. He has all their points so far in a three-pointer. A drive, and Moore had it tied up. There was Okereke and Miles for Vanderbilt. It will stay with the Hilltoppers. They'll have 24 on the shot clock. 3-2. Vanderbilt trails. About a minute and a half played.
Well, Kevin, you like the looks that Vanderbilt's getting.
Murdoch's to trigger. Right baseline. Slides it into Moore. He put it up left. It's short foul on Vanderbilt. 2 free throws for Western Kentucky. And Tim, we talked about it. This is one area they really excel is drawing fouls getting to the free throw line.
Well, they really do a good job of setting really solid picks right there. And Akariki got behind in that play right there and fouled him from behind. He's going to get 2 shots.
Free throw number 1 is up and good for a guy who's really shot it well from the foul stripe. 82%. That makes him 29 out of 35, so he has been there a lot. One more for Moore, their leading scorer. He has 2. Hits them both. The redshirt sophomore makes it 5-2 Western Kentucky. Vanderbilt ball about 2 minutes played. Tanner with double screens at the top. Sends it to the left, wide pass of Karaki gets. Goes back to Tanner to jump up and get it. Trying to drive in, guarded by Cada and threw it away. Commodores turned it over. Kind of a slow start for Vanderbilt, trailing 5-2.
Well, Tanner was trying to break Cada down off the dribble, and he just lost control. And I think now the referees want to fix the net on Western Kentucky's end.
Yeah, it's a little messed up. Vanderbilt 1 for 3, 0 for 1. Western Kentucky has made its only shot attempt, and it's only 2 free throws so far. Commodore team averaging 103 points per game, one of 2 teams in the country to score 100 points 4 times. A drive and a tough finish. Tegan Moore gives Western Kentucky a 7-2 advantage.
You got to force him to his left. He wants to go to his right every time.
Able to drive and score on the right side. Miles looks, goes to Okereke between the circles. Okereke going to drive. Contact from Moore, leans in with the left, and a nice scoop and score. A.K. Okereke. Ends a little drought for Vanderbilt, trailing 7-4. Moore to the right corner. Another 3-ball taken by Hafner. That no good. On the backside, McLaughlin got the rebound. He had Kate on his back, and a foul on Western Kentucky's number 1.
I tell you what, McLaughlin is so good. He's not an explosive jumper, but he has such great position when he rebounds on both ends.
A sub for Western Kentucky. Leroy Odiahi is in the game. He's a 6'11 graduate student from Ireland. He had played at Old Dominion. He replaced Cada in the lineup. Back and forth goes Miles, trying to take it down the right lane line. He juggled for a moment. Boy, nice delivery down low for a reverse layup by McLaughlin. Give Miles the assist. McLaughlin has 2 buckets.
I didn't think Miles even saw McLaughlin underneath. That was a great look.
7-6. Commodores trim the deficit down to 1. We played 3 minutes. Vanderbilt double teams out of midcourt. Now McLaughlin slides down low. Pass up top. Catch by Hafner. On the right side, looking to penetrate. It's Newell. To the left wing, Moore. A shot fake from 3. Shoved a bit against Okereke. 7 on the shot clock. Murdoch circles around right side. Tanner may have hacked him across the arm as he took up a shot attempt. Hilltoppers get free throws.
Right there, Tyler's just got to go straight up. He just tried to slap the basketball, and shot clock was running down. He kind of bailed him out right there.
Vanderbilt trailing 7-6. We'll see Frankie Collins check in just a moment. First time we have seen him in a couple games. 6'1" graduate student from Sacramento. And also a first look at Tyler Harris. 2 shots. The first one is good for Murdoch, who's now 15 out of 19 on the season. I mentioned Tyler Harris, 6'7" junior from Hayward, California, 13 points, 5 rebounds per game, 10 out of 31 from 3. Part of the trifecta, as we like to call it. And 2/3 of the trifecta went out. Nickel and Tanner to the bench. Free throw number 2 is good for Murdoch. The Hilltoppers will bring a sub as well. Armello Boone, the 2-time freshman of the week. Conference USA, 6'4" from Lexington, 6 points. Make it 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists so far.
Well, that's the one thing that Vanderbilt has. They have quality depth.
Yeah, we've seen this team go 8 or 9 deep and no drop-off. Here's Miles. McLaughlin hit the deck. He's on the left side. Swings it over to the right. Collins drives, tries to finish. He hung up there for a long time. Couldn't get the shot to go. Collins got the rebound, kicks it out for Miles, and he cans a 3.
Well, give A.K. Okereke a lot of credit right there. He kept that ball alive on the offensive glass.
Tied at 9. 4 minutes played here at Atlantis. Getting started. More on the right side. Looking outside. Plays over to Hackman. Between the legs dribble. Spins into the paint. Deflated by Miles. Knocked down by Miles. Retrieved by Okereke. Left to right for the black and gold. Okereke right wing. Crossing over, trying to take his man down to the baseline. Sends it back up top. McLaughlin for 3. Bouncing. Thought it might fall in there. No good. Rebound. Went to Boone for Western. They hit ahead. Newell on the right side. Now a wide open look. And Moore makes a 3.
Well, that's what Western Kentucky, they want to push the tempo again.
Vanderbilt beats him back. McLaughlin running the floor. Got the layup. A nice pass down court. I think it was Collins.
Now, what you've got to do is you've got to pick up your men in transition. I mean, you can't just jog back.
Yeah, maybe a transition defense that both teams would like to be a little better on that exchange. Vanderbilt gave up a 3, and the Hilltoppers gave up a bucket. Now outside at the hash mark near the Vanderbilt bench, knocked away. It was Harris outside, and Vanderbilt will get it as Newell touched it last. It goes out of play and takes us to the media break. 15:21 to play first half. Vanderbilt trailing Western Kentucky 12-11. This is Commodore basketball from Learfield.
Looking for something to take your mind off this traffic? How about a true story of instant success? Did you hear about the 2 friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list plus $75,000? Or the one where a truck driver made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with a cool $1 million? All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. So stop by your local retailer for your chance with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Well, Vanderbilt Athletics would like to thank the local 615 partners for their continued support. Let's do our part in supporting those who support us and shop local. 12-11, Vanderbilt trailing Western Kentucky early on. Vanderbilt has made 1 out of 3 on first bank three-pointers, 5 of 9 overall, no free throws yet. Western 3 of 5, 2 of 3 from distance, and 4 out of 4 from the foul line. Tim, what are you seeing here?
Well, the thing you don't like is transition baskets. Western Kentucky has gotten 2 3-pointers off transition baskets where we haven't gotten back and picked up our men, and we've got to do a better job of that. The other thing is, we just got to run our offense, set solid screens. We're going to get open looks.
Well, Vanderbilt comes down here at 5-0. Western Kentucky, they're 4-0. They have wins over Tennessee Tech, Eastern Kentucky, TSU, and Bethel. This is their first 4-0 start since the 1920 season. Mentioned they are top 10 in the country in turnovers per game at only 7.7, 13th in turnover margin at +8. 4th and 6th in free throw attempts and free throw makes. So they have gotten to the free throw line a whole bunch of times and already 4 out of 4 today. Try to keep them off the stripe. As Vanderbilt team, meanwhile, really, really efficient. Number 14 in KenPom. Number 5 offense nationally, the highest-rated SEC team offensively in all 3 of the metrics. First in points per game at 103. They have stacked up the points, over 100 in 4 out of 5 games so far.
Well, Kevin, you look at we got 4 assists on 5 made baskets, so we're doing a really good job of sharing the basketball. 2 early turnovers, which you don't like to see.
Vanderbilt lineup now includes Jalen Washington, 6'10 senior from Gary, Indiana, 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. 11, 6, and 4. Had his best game as a Commodore last time out. Feels like it's been a couple weeks since Vanderbilt played, almost a week. Up top, Washington has a wide open look from 3. It kind of slipped out of his hand, no good, and hit off the rim, no good. And Hilltoppers got the rebound as Newell. Crossing the midcourt stripe right to left. Dribbles out to the top of the key, tracked by McLaughlin. Vanderbilt plays man-to-man defense. Hand off to Boone. Trying to weave through traffic, taken away. Collins and Washington there. It's Frankie driving, lays it up, no good. Hit the deck, no whistle. Outlet pass, here come the Hilltoppers, right to left. Moore looking to attack. Step through, blocked by McLaughlin. Foul on Vanderbilt. I thought Frankie might have got fouled on the other end.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of contact. What he probably should have done right there, he had Tyler Harris running on the opposite lane right there. You give that ball up early, you're going to probably get it back in that transition.
Foul went on Devin McLaughlin, his first and the team's third. And what you don't want, Tegan Moore at the free throw stripe. Already 4 out of 4 and 2 more here. Mark Byington talking to official Jerry Heater over near the scorer's table. 14:47 to play first half. Vanderbilt trailing Western Kentucky 12-11 as Moore hits the free throw to make it 13-11.
Well, now you look at Western Kentucky. They've gone small. They're basically going to play with 4 guards.
Yeah, they take out Newell and they take out Boone. And they bring in Ryan Myers for the first time as Moore hits 2 more. So their leading scorer is off to a great start. It's 14-11. Vanderbilt trailing WKU. 14:43 to go first half. Miles out behind the three-point line. Man-to-man defense for Western. Miles behind the back dribble. Plays across to Frankie Collins. Good to see number 1 back on the court after missing a couple games. Collins directing traffic over on the left. Trying to get the step on his man. Wasn't there. Goes to McLaughlin behind the arc. Harris looking to penetrate.
You got 5 seconds.
Now deflected. Yeah, 5 to shoot. Outside Miles with 4. With 3. Miles with 2. Hangs. It's no good. Bank shot came up a little short. Frankie ended up on the deck, and a foul on Western Kentucky means free throws for Commodores number 2, Duke Miles.
Well, Western Kentucky had solid defense right there. That was a little bit of a bailout right there. That was going to be a tough shot by Duke Miles.
Second foul for Terrion Murdix, one of their original starters. And Miles gets 2. This is his second straight year to play in this event. He was here with Oklahoma last year, and they won the championship. He started all 3 games in that tournament a season ago. Makes a free throw. Coming in 14 out of 19 on the season from the foul stripe. Vanderbilt subs McLaughlin out for Okereke, and I think Tanner's going to go in for Miles if he hits the second. Try to get Vanderbilt back within a point. Clock stopped at just over 14 minutes to play in the first half. Miles again, got them both. Duke out, TT returns. So the lineup has Tanner and Collins as well as Okereke, Harris, and Washington. And Vanderbilt picks up man-to-man full court. Moore, baseline, threw it in, almost intercepted by Collins.
Well, I thought that was a steal right there,
I thought so too. Boone's going to bring it up. Now he gives way to Myers. He walks it across. He's from Brooklyn, 6'1" graduate student. Myers drives. He slips as he takes it inside. Kicks it to the right wing. Boone trying to rise up and finish. Foul on Vanderbilt as he took it up, trying to slam it off the right baseline.
Well, Coach Byington always talks about playing without fouling, playing defense without fouling, and I think that's probably the 5th team foul, 4th team foul on Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it's Jalen Washington this time. The good news is the 4 fouls have been on 4 different people, but Tim, it feels like that's been a problem for Vanderbilt in this opening stretch. If you can nitpick at one thing, is a little too many fouls.
Too many fouls and transition baskets, basically.
First point for Armello Boone. As we talked about, he has been a multiple-time Freshman of the Week in Conference USA. And misses the second free throw. Collins jumps in to grab the rebound. 15-13, Vanderbilt trailing. Just under 14 minutes to play in the first half. Commodores weave it out at the three-point line. Tanner backs off between the circles. High screen from Washington. He slips it, goes down low. Pass to the right, Okereke. Posting Washington on a smaller man. Now they switch. Harris inside, dumps it off. Okereke cuts to the basket. Layup is short. Harris trying to get to the rebound. Saved in by Western. Myers got to it. Vanderbilt, some good looks down low, couldn't convert. Western Kentucky maintains a 15-13 lead, 13.5 to go. Hafner outside, tip taken away. Vanderbilt in transition. Collins got a hand on that pass. Now it's Harris on the other end, bounces off, no good.
Boy, we're
Commodores
just point blank looks.
Exactly, missing layup attempts. Western Kentucky now with Boone left wing. They lead by 2. Boone against Washington, slip to the deck, another foul on Washington.
That's just not a smart foul right there. You know, you're so long. Washington just so long right there. Let him take the shot and just go block it.
Western Kentucky, 7 of 8 already at the free throw line and headed back there again with Armello Boone, who made 1 of 2. Last 3 games, he's averaged 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his free throw rolls in with 1 more to go. Most of their points have been on foul shots. They've only made 3 buckets. They'll check out Tegan Moore, who has 9 of their 16 points, and they bring back Grant Newell. McLaughlin checked in to replace Washington. Also Tyler Nichols back in the game. He went in for Harris. Free throw number 2 rolls in. So Boone 2 for 2. Commodores 17-13 down against Western Kentucky with 13 to go in the first half. Collins off a screen, drives and lays it in. McLaughlin set the pick. Frankie got to the rack. First 2 for Collins. Cross-court pass Newell. On the left, he hands it off. Boone looks, jumping out to take it straight away. Salabange, who's checked in. He puts it on the deck for a couple bounces, trying to hit a backdoor cutter. McLaughlin tipped the pass, goes out of bounds. Western keeps it, 15 on the shot clock.
Well, I think Devin McLaughlin's complaining he got pushed on that play right there, and he did. That was a foul, Salabunga.
He about took out part of our coaching staff. Rick Ray and John Crimmins over there. In play, Salabunga with a catch. Slides it off to Boone. He got inside quickly. Drives and kicks outside. They try to slide an interior pass back to Salabunga. It's tipped out of play with 8 on the shot clock.
Well, I
Quick
tell you
hands
what,
for Vanderbilt.
Frankie Collins is just so quick, and he anticipates passes so well. He jumps passing lanes. He really puts a lot of pressure on the offense.
More than 3 minutes without a basket for Western Kentucky, but they lead 17-15 with 12:35 to go. Left corner throw in. It's Newell. Has Okereke jumping up and down. Salabunga hands it off. Boone tries a long 3. It's an air ball, and down low, can't get to it as Newell went after it beneath the basket. Commodores get it. Good defense on that possession.
Yeah, that was solid defense right there. Now you got to run your offense with some consistency.
Blaze Cada back in the lineup, and so is L.J. Hackman for Hank Blona's Hilltoppers. Vanderbilt down by 2. Commodores, I believe, have trailed the whole game. They have. Not led just yet.
Well, you'd like to see Tyler Nickel get an open look here.
Tanner up top, stops, 3, yes, straight away.
Or Tanner. Or Tanner.
Yeah, one of those Tylers.
One of those Tylers.
They can all shoot it from 3. First bank 3-pointer has Vanderbilt in front, 18-17. Near steal near midcourt. Frankie Collins going after Boone. Left corner, they find Newell for a 3 ball. That's in and out, no good. Crashing the glass, tipped by McLaughlin, controlled by Collins. Transition, here's Nickel, had it taken away. That was a nice defensive play by Western's Hackman. He goes to Boone, tip pass down low, dunk attempt no good by Newell. And this will be basket interference on the Hilltoppers, and Vanderbilt gets it.
I tell you what, that was a heck of a play by Tyler Tanner. I think he blocked that basketball right there, which caused that basket interference.
Commodores in front, 18-17, 11:53 to play first half. A timeout on the floor on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin & Zerfoss at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
Burgers deserve Pepsi.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans, and as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the Doors together. We're proud to add Commodore Pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When two historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the Doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
Vanderbilt leading Western Kentucky for the first time today, 18-17, 11:53 to go. First half here in Atlantis, the Imperial Arena, playing basketball in a big ballroom and really, really cool setting. First of 3 games over 3 days. Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by Pepsi. It's made for basketball watching. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Vanderbilt University. And by First Bank. Money talks, and now it cheers with Vanderbilt debit cards and First Bank. You can bank on the Doors every time you pay. First Bank, carry Commodore Pride. Bank local and get more. Member FDIC. The Vanderbilt lineup has Tyler Tanner, Tyler Nickel, Duke Miles, A.K. Okereke, and Devin McLaughlin. So the starting unit on the court. Tim, taking a look at the stats. So what stands out here?
It stands out. 9 of 10 from the free throw line by Western Kentucky. That's really been the difference in the game for them.
Yeah, Vanderbilt 7 of 15 overall, 2 of 5 from 3. 2 free throws both makes. Commodores on offense. McLaughlin straight away for 3. It's short. All the way outside. Miles trying to wrestle away the rebound. Keita about ran over him, and now we go the other way. Hilltoppers with Boone trying to dunk it. He missed. Keita grabs a rebound. Keita inside against Nickel. Fires it back outside. Newell on a drive, looking for a wraparound pass. Goes back to the three-point line instead. Myers pumps up a 3 that's not close. McLaughlin has the rebound. Vanderbilt ball, leading by a point. Nickel to the right corner. Miles tries a 3. Yes.
Great pass.
Miles. You know, Tim, we talked about it, making that extra pass. They did it right there to get a good look.
Well, they had to close out on Tyler Nickel, and he knew he had Duke Miles in the corner. It's a great extra pass.
3 out of 7 on First Bank three-pointers so far. Miles gets a steal on the other end. Went to the floor, and a foul on the Hilltoppers. As he turned to take it up the court, Hackman grabbed him, and they both ended up on the floor. First for Hackman, fourth for Western.
And Duke Miles, another really solid defender right there. Great steal.
Vanderbilt 5 steals to 2 for Western Kentucky. 21-17 the count. Commodores lead. Let's see if the Hilltoppers showing a little zone here. They started the game in a 2-3 zone. Outside Tanner, McLaughlin for a screen. Tanner goes to the right, hooks it for McLaughlin, passes too high and out of play, and saw Tanner's reaction out of here mid-court. He said, oh man, my fault.
All you got to do is put a little bit more air underneath that basketball. It doesn't have to be such a direct pass. You just throw it up by the rim, that's going to be a dunk.
Yeah, he kind of threw the fastball with the hook pass, and it went over the fingertips of McLaughlin and out of play. Vanderbilt's going to pick up full court. Leading by 4 with under 11 to go in half number 1.
You got Chandler Bing in the game now. He's a young freshman that coaches have a lot of confidence in.
6'5" from Atlanta. He's played in all 5 games so far. Really looked good. Trying to spin away as Murdoch's who's back in, playing with 2 fouls. Driving on Tanner. TT stays right with him. They've also returned Tegan Moore, their leading scorer. Left lane line, put it up, left is short. Knocked outside, retrieved by Miles. Pass ahead goes to Tanner, racing to the other end. Kick to the right side, 3 ball, bouncing no good for Vanderbilt's Tyler Nickel. A foul away from the ball will be on Vanderbilt. I think it's McLaughlin for his second.
Well, he was trying to establish offensive rebounding position right there, but you had a really, really good look by Tyler Nickel.
Mason Nicholson enters the game for Vanderbilt. Only his second appearance after missing the first few games with an illness. 6'5" graduate student, Gary, Indiana. We saw him last time out make his Commodore debut. That was against Texas Southern last time. Right to left front court. Wide pass that Newell grabs onto. Make it Salabange. Now he gets it to Newell. Swings the left side. Catch by Boone, puts it on the deck. In the lane, he jumps up and takes a shot that missed to the left. Banged off the backboard. Nicholson got the rebound. 3 in transition. Woo! Bang is right. Tyler Nickel from deep. A First Bank three-pointer. Commodores 24, Western Kentucky 17. And Western says, give us a 30.
Kevin, you saw that coming. That was a really nice outlet pass by Duke Miles that time. And That ball was right in front of us, and when that thing left its hand, you knew if it was the right distance, it was in.
It was absolutely on line for Tyler Nickel, his first 3 points of the day, and all of a sudden the three are starting to drop. That is, for Vanderbilt, that is more than 3 out of 7. That may have been a 2.
Well, I will say this. Defensively, we're doing a really solid job. We've stopped fouling while we're playing defense, and, we've created a bunch of steals and trying to get into transition, and that's the way Coach Byington wants to play. He wants to get up and down. He doesn't want to just walk the ball up the court. He wants to really play fast and in transition.
23-17 is the score. Yeah, they did give Tyler Nickel a 2. He was right on the three-point line. And again, coming out of a stoppage in play, Vanderbilt brings full court pressure. Bing will guard the ball. It's going to be Moore to throw it in. Plays it into Murdix. He'll play the point and bring it across, right to left. Murdix guarded against Tanner. That's a tough assignment right there. You got TT guarding you all day. Newell with the left elbow. Pass to Celebunge, left baseline against Nicholson. Celebunge trying to sweep across with the right, couldn't finish. Nicholson got a piece of the rebound. Celebunge grabbed onto it, put it back up, and got it.
You got a defensive rebound right there. We thought we had it. Just slipped out of Nicholson's hand right there.
Celebunge got the offensive board and the stick back. 23-19 stops Vanderbilt's 10-0 run. 9:19 to play first half. Nicholson at the top, dribbled it off his foot. Now trying to find a teammate after recovering. To the right, it's Bing. Into the paint with the left hand. Flips it up.
Nice.
Got it. Nice finish on the left side. Chandler Bing. His first 2 of the day. 25-19. 9 to play opening half. Murdix outside against Miles. Driving. And he flipped it up in the air. And a one-hand slam by Armello Boone. That was pretty nice.
Well, Boone broke off the baseline on the opposite side right there and just lobbed it up. And he cupped it and tore it down.
25-21. Vanderbilt's lead is 4 with 8:40 to go in the first half. Nickel dumps it inside. Bing cutting to the bucket, had it taken away. Stripped and stolen by Newell. Here's Murdix in transition, trying to go to Boone. Tipped into the basket stanchion by Tyler Tanner. Hilltoppers keep it 26 to shoot. They're going to bring back Cam Hafner, one of their original starters. The Evansville transfer goes in to replace Boone.
And now you got Frankie Collins coming back in the game as well. Let's see who he comes in for.
It looks like Tanner will go off. 25-21, Vanderbilt leads. We've got 8.5 minutes to play, half number 1. Game number 1. Winner plays VCU or South Florida tomorrow. Into the corner, Hafner catch and shoot. 3 is well short. Rebound near side, Celebunge got to it. Has Nicholson behind him, one-on-one. Celebunge fakes, and he threw it away. It was tipped, and there's Nickel to grab it for Vanderbilt. Quick hands for the Commodores. Already a half dozen steals this first half. Miles trying to penetrate. He flips up a crazy shot that's no good. He's going to the deck. I think he's just trying to get the whistle. Duke pops up, heads to the other end, and leveled on a screen outside was Newell. And
he grabbed his ankle right there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he stepped on someone's foot and rolled his ankle right there, but he went down in a heap.
So they will stop play, and I think this will take us to the media break as they check on Grant Newell, the senior from Chicago. Timeout with Vanderbilt leading 25-21, 8:04 to play in the first half. We'll check in with Jonah when we come back on Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Commodore fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Vandy basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Let's go, Commodores! SeatGeek.
More action on the hardwood in 60 seconds. You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh-baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items, like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den. proud to serve Nashville.
Did you know 31W Insulation is more than just an insulation company? 31W Insulation installs only the best products, including Inverge and Huntsman Spray Foam, Amar and Wayne Dalton garage doors, Genie operators, closet-made closet systems, 310 tempering, HMI and quality shower doors, and CertainTeed, Knauf and Owens Corning Insulation. With over 46 locations in 12 states throughout the Southeast to serve you, give 31W Insulation a call today at 888-241-4563 or visit our website www.31w.com for a free quote.
Welcome into the Learfield Network studios. A quick score update for you. Jonah Weintraub here inside our studios. As right now, a couple of other games going on across the country, but the most notable that's tipping off in just about 30 minutes. Number 15, Iowa State against Syracuse in the Players Era Invitational, the first top 25 matchup of the day. Besides ours, the 15th ranked Cyclones looking to move to 7-0 against the 4-2 Orange. Now back to the Bahamas with Kevin Tim.
All right, appreciate it, Jonah. Check in again at halftime. 8:04 to go first half here with Vanderbilt leading Western Kentucky 25-21. Grant Newell was injured for the Hilltoppers as we went to the break and was able to get up and head off to the bench. Western will continue on offense. It'll be Tegan Moore to throw it in. Chandler Bing waving his arms right in front of him. Plays it into Celebonge. Right side is Murdochs, guarded by Collins. Back in the Vanderbilt lineup today. On the other side, it's Unsold, who just checked in. Takes the three, no good. And Mason Nicholson uses that big body to grab the rebound. Commodores on offense. Collins squirt past Miles, flips it off the window, and a nice finish by Duke.
Man, I thought he got up there and wasn't sure what to do with it, right?
He went airborne and flipped it in, kind of back over his head on the left side. 27-21, Vanderbilt by 6. Murdoch sees a lane. He drives into the paint. He put up a crazy shot, but it went anyway. I think he should have just taken the layup on the left side. But
two tough shots right there on both ends.
Miles having a good game today, as he typically does. 10 points down low. Nicholson with the catch too far under to the left corner. Miles has it now to Collins. Going to try a deep three, left wing, right it down. Frankie Collins from distance. A first bank three-pointer. 30-23 Commodores.
And now you need a couple good defensive possessions here.
7 minutes to play in the first half. Tegan Moore is Chandler Bing. The right corner, catch by Murdochs. Thought he might drive. Trying to spin against Collins, in a little trouble. Slides it off right side. Moore a contested three, no good. Hard off the back rim, near side. There's Collins to grab the rebound. Frankie left to right for Vanderbilt, leading by 7. Nicholson sets the screen. Collins floats left baseline, no good. Nicholson tipped the rebound, couldn't get to it. And it's retrieved by Moore on the right baseline. Nicholson slow getting up after hitting the deck. Moore cutting to the bucket. He's going to slide in there and lay it home. And a nice delivery by Murdochs.
Yeah, that transition, you got to know where your men are.
He's their first player in double figures. Moore has 11. Collins with Nicholson setting the high screen. Frankie stops and takes a three. That's a no good. It's an air ball and out of play. They got a good look. He just didn't draw iron on the three-point try. And we'll see if Frankie's one of the players subbed out. Definitely going to be Miles and Bing and Nickel going off. Wholesale subs. Got Washington and Harris and Okereke to go with Collins and Tanner. 6:13 to go first half. 5-point advantage for Vanderbilt. Facing Western Kentucky for the first time in 15 years. Teams that are about an hour apart. Also Sheridan Plain coming down here. Moore with a bounce pass to the right side. Knocked out a play by Tanner. And it went off Ryan Myers for Western Kentucky. And Vanderbilt gets it back on the Hilltopper turnover.
Well, that's just speed defense right there. It really puts a lot of pressure because I think the Western Kentucky guy thought that Tyler was going to actually touch it and steal it.
That is 8 turnovers Vanderbilt has created here in the first half. Okereke at the free throw line. Fakes, tries a jumper. Bouncing no good. Rebound to the Hilltoppers is Boone, who just checked back in. Grabs the miss. Long pass down court. Unsold saved it. It goes back to Moore, who blew the dunk. Make it Boone. And now Vanderbilt has it left to right. Tanner now down the middle at the free throw line. Reverses. Reach-in foul will be called on Myers.
I thought that would have been a technical foul right there. I mean, you go and you try to dunk it, and then you just hold on to the rim. I mean, it wasn't like anybody was undercutting him or anything.
Yeah, I was watching the replay down here. The ESPN folks who are right. He hung on it for an extra beat. And I think option number one for Armello Boone's to try to dunk every time he has the ball.
Yeah, I think that's option number 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Vanderbilt leads 30-25 over Western Kentucky. In the corner, it goes Harris, right side. Took the inbounds pass from Collins. Okereke, one-hand delivery, back to the left. Collins penetrates, fans it outside. 3, Harris. Oh, yeah!
Nice penetration that time by Frankie Collins. Just collapsed the defense right there.
He sure did. Harris, another of the terrific shooters on this Vanderbilt team, was his first 3 of the day. 33-25. Knocked away Washington, reaches out and grabs onto it. Commodores have the ball. Pull up Harris, trying it again. Not this time. 3 is short. Okereke races out to get it. Kicks it right side for a Tanner 3 that's off target. And on the backside, foul on the rebound will be against Western Kentucky.
Jalen Washington really active on the offensive glass right there. Got pushed from behind. He had 2 wide open looks. That was a little bit of a heat check right there by Tyler Harris, I thought.
Cade Unsold gets the foul, his first. His dad, William, was a terrific basketball player, and his, I believe, uncle, Wes Unsold, is, of course, one of the greats in college basketball history.
You got to be a little older to remember Wes Unsold.
Yeah, yep. 33-25. Vanderbilt leads by 8. Inbounds play. Washington beneath the basket. Had it knocked free by Keita. Blaze Keita gets his second foul, and Vanderbilt, I believe, will get free throws for Jalen Washington.
Yeah, I thought that should be a shooting foul right there. That was a really nice inbounds pass.
Commodores only 2 for 2. They were both taken and made by Duke Miles, and here's Jalen Washington for a pair. 9 out of 11 on the season for the 6'10 senior from Gary, Indiana, North Carolina transfer. The first one is short. Seems like a couple times when he shot it today, the ball slipped off his hand a little weird.
He's got a little bit of a hitch on his shot. When he gets it above his head, he kind of turns his hand a little bit.
One more for number 13. Vanderbilt leading by 8 with just under 5 to play in the first half. That one's going to be short as well. Poked outside, Okereke rolls into the Western Kentucky bench, and they give it to the Hilltoppers. I thought that was...
I think they're going to challenge that.
Yeah, that was last touch by Hackman, I thought.
They're going to challenge that.
Officials will take a look at the replay monitor. You have this challenge system now. Coaches, you get a maximum of 2 if you win your first one, you get 1 more. If you lose the challenge, you lose a timeout. 33-25 is the score. Got 4:53 to go in the first half.
Well, that did look like it went off the Western Kentucky player, but...
Well, you look at turnovers. We talked about that. 9 for Western Kentucky, 5 for Vanderbilt, but the Commodores have not scored any points off those 9 turnovers so far. That's unusual for a team that's really stacked up the points off turnovers this season. Coming into today's play, 135-51 in points off turnovers in favor of Vanderbilt.
Well, Kevin, the thing about it is we have gotten some turnovers, which really were kind of live ball turnovers, and we just haven't been able to finish at the rim.
There have been a few too many at close range that didn't go down, especially early on. Vanderbilt shooting-wise, 44%, 5 of 12 from 3, 2 of 4 from the foul stripe. Hilltoppers are 7 of 22, 31%, 2 of 8 from distance, 9 of 10 from the foul line. That is a whole lot of their offense. And WKU leads in rebounds 17-15. A lengthy replay review. That ball there was poked out of bounds, and it looked like it went off L.J. Hackman. The officials awarded the basketball to Western Kentucky. Well, good representation for both these teams. You see black and gold, plenty of it across the way behind the Vanderbilt bench, and Western Kentucky with plenty of fans clad in red behind their bench to the right. It's the first of 4 games today. It is a busy schedule here at Atlantis, and you're going to see some really good competition. Game after this, we talked about the winner of this game will get VCU or South Florida. Then later on, Colorado State against Virginia Tech, and then the nightcap will be Wichita State and St. Mary's.
Well, the officials now are talking about it. Usually, they come away from that monitor and they make the decision pretty quick. And now I don't know what's going on. Yep,
it's going to be Vanderbilt's ball.
Yeah, that was a good call, and I guess they retained their challenge on that as well.
So Coach Byington challenged the call, and Vanderbilt gets the ball with just under 5 minutes left, leading by 8. Tanner and Collins, Okereke, Washington, Harris, the 5 on the court. Now Will Howard explaining things to Dave O'Brien and Jimmy Dykes. Tanner will inbounds the ball. Left side near the Western Kentucky bench. Goes into Collins. He plays the point. Tanner now, deep left side. Harris passes through, didn't make the pass. Washington set a pick and slipped it. Left side, Harris on the wing. Harris pivots, sends it back out. Okereke up top, 7 to shoot. Kicks it outside. Tanner, a deep one from distance, barely drew iron. Rebound to Western Kentucky. It's Hafner. Murdoch's wearing a big brace on his left knee. Goes to Hafner. Shot fake and drive. Circles beneath the basket, all the way to the corner. Pass to Hackman, right side. Hackman against Tanner. Left-hand dribble, maybe a little shove. Good defense by Tanner, it sure did. Outside, here's a drive. Murdoch's kicks to the corner. Rainbow 3, good. That was Hafner.
And that kid gets it off quick, and he's got a really high elevation.
He made one to start the day. He makes a 3 to cut Vanderbilt's lead to 5. A drive by Tanner. It was knocked away, but a reach foul will be called on Western Kentucky. And Louis Simona, the junior from Cincinnati, is in the game. Call for the foul. 1-1 or 2 shots here?
I think they were giving him 2 shots. He was in the act of shooting for sure.
8 fouls whistled against Western in the first half. Tanner for 2. Pulls the trigger, and it's good. 15 out of 17 on the foul line for Tanner.
Well, Kevin, what they're having to do, they're having to protect Evan McLaughlin. He's got 2 fouls on him, so I think they're going to let him sit on the bench the entire first half.
Yeah, both of Vanderbilt's primary big guys with 2. You got McLaughlin 2 and Washington with 2. Tanner, a rare miss at the foul line. 34-28, Vanderbilt by 6. We're under 4 to go, first half. Murdoch's across the midcourt stripe. Tanner plays him close, man-to-man defense. First appearance for Jaden Leverett, the freshman. Outside, Selvange. Leaves it for Hackman. He's at the top. Backs off. Between the legs dribble. Guarded by Leverett. 7 to shoot. Takes a long 2 that's no good. Battle on beneath the basket. Selvange got the rebound straight away. 3 in and out, no good. Hafner took that one. Had a good look but couldn't hit. Vanderbilt got the rebound. Again, a 6-point advantage with 3:24 to play. Miles shifting, got past Murdoch, stops on a dime, couldn't hit the jumper. Leverett saw the rebound go over his head, and Western Kentucky has it. They also have Noah Boyd in the game. First time we've seen him. Circling back out, Murdoch's at the head of the circle. Bounce pass to Selvange, right side. Guarded by Okereke. Gonna try to spin baseline. Leverett got there, but I think bumped into him. And they'll call the foul instead on Okereke. That's his second. And free throws for Western Kentucky after the under 4 media break. 3:03 to go first half. Vanderbilt 34, Western Kentucky 28. We'll take the break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the campus, leads the charge down the Star Walk, and motivates the Commodores to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
The roof over your head does more than protect your house. It protects the people you love most. At Ostermiller, we understand that. Whether it's a small repair or a brand new roof, we treat every project like it's our own home. Local, reliable, and always here when you need us, because peace of mind starts at the top. Ostermiller, we're raising the standard in roofing.
Hey, Commodore fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Vandy basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Let's go, Commodores! SeatGeek.
hasn't exactly been a shooting clinic so far today, but Vanderbilt leads Western Kentucky 34-28 with 3:03 to go. And half number one here at Atlantis, the Imperial Arena here in the Bahamas. Battle for Atlantis, day one, game one. Commodore basketball brought to you by Vanderbilt Health, the exclusive healthcare provider of Vanderbilt Athletics, and by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Well, final 3 minutes here, Tim, right before halftime. Maybe a chance for Vanderbilt. You'd like to have a nice working margin, so finish strong here.
Well, they've got McLaughlin back in the game. I think they feel like they need to have him and Tyler Nickel back in. So Western Kentucky's going to shoot 2 free throws right here, but you want to see these last 3 minutes and, have some offensive continuity in the half court.
Vanderbilt has hit a cold stretch after a 10-0 run. They led 23-17 after that run, but only one of the last 8, 0 for the last 4. McLaughlin and Okereke, as well as Nickel, Miles, and Tanner. Got to be a little careful. AK and Devin, both with 2 fouls, as Tim talked about. Out of the timeout. Free throw number 1 is no good. That was the first for Bryant Salabange.
Well, now you got to block out here. You got to put a body on somebody, and you can't let them get a second chance opportunity.
Guy from Montreal. He played at McNeese most recently. Second free throw, in and out, no good. McLaughlin grabs a miss. 2 misses for Salabange. Also played at Arizona State, Tulsa, and JUCO ball. Commodores facing some full court zone pressure. Okereke going baseline, trying to make that pass to the right corner. Knocked out of bounds by Salabange. They're trying to go to Nickel for a 3.
Yeah, if he takes an extra dribble right there on the baseline, that's a layup for him. But he was trying to get the ball for a 3-pointer.
Tanner will come over right of the basket to throw it in. 20 on the shot clock for Vanderbilt. Into Okereke. Outside McLaughlin to Nickel up top. As a man guarding closely, that's Hafner. Tanner now using McLaughlin screen. Tanner to the baseline. Outside McLaughlin right wing. Hands it back to Tanner with 8 to shoot. Bounce off baseline. McLaughlin trying to finish. Blocked out of bounds. Vanderbilt has 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, and Coach Byington is saying, hey, look, 5 seconds left. We got to make a play on the inbounds pass.
They work in these situations a lot. It's always fun at the end of shoot-around to see what all Coach Byington gives them in terms of situations. Bounce pass in play. McLaughlin,
nice.
Baseline entry, a score. Nicely done. 4 buckets for McLaughlin. 36-28.
Great screen that time by Tyler Nickel.
Vanderbilt gets some good looks in those baseline entries. Salabange out at the 3-point arc. Goes to Boyd. Another big dude. 7 feet and a senior. Hands off to Murdix. Cross-court pass, catch and shoot. Boone tries a 3, barely hit the front of the rim, and dug out on the near side by Okereke. 2 minutes to play. Vanderbilt a chance for a double-figure lead. Tanner, a nice find down low from McLaughlin. He stepped on the baseline, maybe, or was he pushed?
I think he was pushed. On Western. And you really like that what McLaughlin did right there. He goes rim to rim, and then Tanner rewards him with a nice pass inside.
Fouls on the 7-footer, Noah Boyd is first.
And I think what they're going to do, they're going to have Washington come in. If he makes these 2 free throws right here, kind of go offense to defense maybe.
1-1 for Glock, who's not been to the foul line a whole lot this season. 0 for 1. Free throw number 1 is good.
Well, you want to get him out of the game, especially on defense right here, so he doesn't draw that 3rd foul.
Yeah, you don't want to have that happen with 2 minutes left in the half. Collins goes in for Tanner. McLaughlin with a chance to hit a double figure. It's a 1 more free throw make, joining Duke Miles. 9 points, 3 rebounds for number 99. 1 more coming up, and a swish.
Well, and Kevin, you look and you sit there and we don't feel like we played very well, and you look up and we're up 10 with 2 minutes left.
38-28. A little token pressure from Collins and Bing. They're out there with Miles, Washington, and Nickel.
Now you want to have a good defensive possession right here.
Tegan Moore switching hands on the dribble, guarded by Bing. Going to drive him. Pulls up, takes a jumper off the glass. Good.
He wants to go right every time. Yeah. You got to get in front of that right shoulder.
38-30. Commodores lead is at 8 with 1:40 to play. Hand off Miles, circling right lane line. He put it up off the glass, almost went in. Washington trying to tip it. Myers comes up with a loose ball beneath the basket. Hit ahead goes to Murdix. Down to the right corner. They got to find more. Backs in with Bing guarding. Collins helped down for a moment. Now it's Murdix weaving through traffic. Wraparound pass Salabange. Had it knocked away. Salabungi rescues, put it up. Blocked by Washington, got it back, missed it close range. Third time around, no good. Commodores battling down low. Washington got to the loose ball, and a foul on Western Kentucky.
Man, you can't let them have that many opportunities.
The foul will be on Murdix, and that is big. That's his third, and 10 for the Hilltoppers. On the other end, Jalen Washington gets 2. Commodores 5 of 8 at the stripe today. As Jalen Washington steps up there. Missed 2 earlier. Looking for his first point of this tournament. This will be a 2-shot foul on team foul number 10. Just over a minute to go. Trying to extend Vanderbilt's lead back to double figures. It's up, and it's good. Jalen off his first double-figure game as a Commodore against Texas Southern, scored 11 points, has had 6 or more rebounds, 3 games so far out of the first 5. Free throw number 2, good. 2 for 2, 40-30. Vanderbilt leads, 1:11 to go, first half. Again, some man pressure in backcourt.
And you got to know where Hefner is now. He's the three-point shooter, and Tyler Nichols on him.
Yeah, he's been running the baseline back and forth. Moore finds him, catch and shoot. There you go, Tim.
You gotta get out on him.
Right corner triple. He'd only made 4 of 11 entering today's play. He's made 3 first half 3-pointers. 30-33. Vanderbilt by 7. Under a minute to play. Differential of 24 seconds. Collins to the left, looks for Bing up top, slides it to him. Going to drive in there against Moore, trying to deal down low for Washington. Went off his fingertips and out of play. Western gets it with the differential of 8.4. 38 seconds left in the first half. Vanderbilt will sub Jaden Leverett back into the lineup. He's going to go in to kind of help out Jalen Washington, who has 2 fouls.
Well, again, you got to know where Hefner is now. And Tyler Nichols got to close out.
Tegan Moore. It's been a tough cover so far. Bing, a little hand check in backcourt, and Moore gets 1-1.
Wow.
You don't want to send that guy to the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 today and 82% coming in. So Vanderbilt again will play a little offense or defense here. McLaughlin goes in to replace Leverett. Tegan Moore, 13 points today. He scored 15 or more in all 4 games so far, including 22 at Eastern Kentucky and 20 against Tennessee State. Rolls in the free throw. Took a medical red shirt last season. Played 28 games on Western Kentucky's NCAA tournament team 2 seasons ago. 2 for 2 again. Pretty much write him down. He gets to the free throw line, 40-35. And Duke Miles will call a timeout. Vanderbilt has the user lose 30, gives Mark Byington a chance to draw something up. 30 seconds to play in the first half and 27 on the shot clock. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Jonah Weintraub inside our network studios. We'll have all your first half numbers and look at the schedule. A busy week coming up on the Vanderbilt campus, including, well, really, some of it's on campus and some of it is on the road. The big football game Saturday, 2:30 at Tennessee. Women's hoops also playing in an island event, the Paradise Jam. Our women's soccer team, so exciting. Chance to head to the College Cup with 1 more win.
Just Vanderbilt athletics in general. This has been an amazing year, and you got to give Clark Lee Jr. a lot of credit and that staff and those players, what they've done, on the football field, especially in this league. Now what you got Tyler Harris is in the game now. They've put an extra shooter in, so you got 30 seconds left. So you want to probably take it down, inside that 10 mark.
Collins throws into Miles, other side of midcourt. Those 2 with Nickel, McLaughlin, and Harris. Tim described, great shooters all the way around. Miles just going to dribble back and forth in the big Battle for Atlantis logo. He's familiar with playing in this ballroom arena. Miles continues on the dribble, now down to 7 to shoot. Vanderbilt will go to work with 5, with 4. Miles driving, stumbles, spins. Inside, trying to take it up. To the deck goes McLaughlin. Vanderbilt ran out of time. Shot clock violation. 3.2 to play in the first half. Miles slipped a little bit as he went into his move. went to the floor, and Vanderbilt ran out of time.
Well, I think you got to get Glocken out of the game right now.
They will as Bing goes back in.
Well, and you got to know where Hefner is. You cannot let that kid get open in the corner. He stands out there in the corner, and he's so explosive, and he gets the ball off so quick.
Yeah, he really likes to run the baseline. We saw him on the right corner last time. He's hit one from the left side as well. In play, catch by Boone. Guarded by Miles in midcourt. Heave into the first half, no good. It was close but missed to the left. And Vanderbilt takes a 5-point lead to the break, 40-35. So 20 minutes played here in Game 1 of the Battle for Atlantis. Couple unbeaten teams, Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky. Commodores lead by 5 in the break. Jonah's coming up next inside our network studio. So take a timeout. The Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
With a good retirement strategy, nothing is out of bounds. But without one, you risk penalties you didn't see coming. Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common financial fouls, and more. If retirement's your next play, this class sets the formation. Save your spot at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. Vanderbilt is not a client. See website for disclosures. Go Commodores.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Anchor down with our coverage of Commodores basketball. This is the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh-baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items, like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
"20 minutes are in the books. Welcome to the Halftime Show. Halftime coverage of Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat. Coming up, we'll break down the first half with stats and analysis. But first, let's check the out-of-town scoreboard as we head to the network studios.
Jonah Weintraub here inside the network studios as Vanderbilt up at the half on Western Kentucky, 40-35. A close game in the opening game of the Battle for Atlantis for the Doors. This one really back and forth, and we'll see how the final 20 minutes go. But, of course, we've got to check in on what's going on across the SEC and the top 25. But before we do that, a quick pause for station identification. You're listening to the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield. All right, so our game, the only top 25 or SEC matchup happening right now, but another top 25 tilt is about to get started in Lubbock, where Texas Tech, number 20 in the country, facing off against New Orleans in just a matter of minutes. The Red Raiders, led by the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, J.T. Toppin, who's averaging 22 points and 10 rebounds per game, started his career at New Mexico and has flourished with the Red Raiders under this new regime. Making our way to Las Vegas now, where the Players Era Tournament, the premier tournament in college basketball this year, is underway, and just moments away from the first tip in that one today between 4-2 Syracuse and 6-0 Iowa State, number 15 in the country. The Cyclones 2-0 so far at the tournament with a 1-point win over St. John's and a big-time win over Creighton yesterday by 18 points. The Cyclones game-time decision first team or preseason all Big 12 member Taman Lipsey, the point guard, 4-year starter averaging 18 points and 5 assists per game, to be determined if he's going to play in this one. He was injured in that opening game against St. John's. Meanwhile, at 2:30, Houston, 6-1 on the season, number 3 team in the nation. They lost to Tennessee yesterday. They'll be taking on Notre Dame in a chance to bounce back today. The Cougars entered yesterday with the number 1 scoring defense in the country at just 50 points per game, or 55 points per game rather. The Volunteers poured in 76 thanks to Jacoby Gillespie. The Belmont transfer had 22 points after pouring in over 30 against Rutgers in Tennessee's opening game. The Volunteers are in the third place game of the Players Era Championship. They're 7-0, number 17 in the country. They'll take on Kansas in that third place game. The Jayhawks 5-2 on the season, still without star freshman Darren Peterson, but Kansas and Tennessee, that'll get going at 6 p.m. from Sin City. And one more score to key in on for this top 25 slate. Number 14 St. John's taking on number 21 Auburn in the Players Era at 7 p.m. The Tigers lost by 30 yesterday to Michigan. St. John's, meanwhile, took down Baylor last night by 15 points, 96-81. All right, more halftime coverage coming up right around the corner. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball from Learfield.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile! The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We're taking a 60-second local break. Then more Commodore basketball coverage on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin and Zerfoss at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the campus, leads the charge down the Star Walk, and motivates the Commodores to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Vanderbilt University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Vanderbilt University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Vanderbilt University.
Vanderbilt leading Western Kentucky at halftime, 40-35 in First game, this battle for Atlanta's first round here in Nassau in the Bahamas. Kevin Ingram and Tim Thompson. Look at your first half stats. Vanderbilt 41% overall, 5 of 13 from 3, 7 of 10 from the free throw stripe. Hilltoppers 32%, 4 of 12 from 3, 11 of 14 from the foul line. Tim, that's where they've done a lot of their damage throughout this season and again today.
Well, that's really been the big difference in the game is 11 points off the free throw line, and then Vanderbilt has 7 turnovers, and usually we're about 7 turnovers for the entire game. And I thought we over-penetrated a little bit, took some bad shots, and got out of control. We've got to do a better job of that in the second half.
And Vanderbilt's actually forced 9 turnovers, but no points off those so far, which has been another positive category for Vanderbilt throughout the season. Duke Miles and Devin McLaughlin, 10 points each for Vanderbilt. And for Western Kentucky, Tegan Moore has a game-high 15. He has been to the foul line 6 times and made them all. So Vanderbilt leading 40-35 of the break, trying to stay perfect on the season, coming in at 5-0. Western Kentucky at 4-0. The winners and losers of this game will take on the winner and loser of the VCU and South Florida game, which is coming up next here in Atlantis. We're in a halftime. Vanderbilt by 5. We'll take the break. Come back with Tim's halftime adjustments, brought to you by Martin and Zerfoss, the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold, so you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So, crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
More action on the hardwood in 60 seconds. You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans. And as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the doors together. We're proud to add Commodore Pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When 2 historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Commodore fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Vandy basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Let's go, Commodores! SeatGeek.
Day 1 of the battle for Atlanta as Vanderbilt leads at halftime 40-35 over Western Kentucky. Time for our halftime adjustments brought to you by Martin and Zerfoss. Mr. Thompson, what do you have for us?
Well, we got to stop fouling, playing defense. We can't put them at the line and give them great opportunities to make free throws. And then the other thing, too, is we have to be more under control with the basketball. We take the basketball inside, and then we get out of control, and all of a sudden you look up and, we're taking bad shots. We got to do a better job of that.
Once again, our halftime adjustments brought to you by our good friends at Martin and Zerfoss. Let them create a comprehensive insurance plan for you, your family, even your business at competitive prices. Martin and Zerfoss, the no-problem people. Couple program notes. Vanderbilt football at Tennessee Saturday at 2:30. The old rivals meet again, and never with more at stake for Vanderbilt than the game on Saturday, trying to go to 10-2 to finish up the season and 6-2 in SEC play. The game will be on the Game and the Fan in Nashville pregame at 1 o'clock, kickoff after 2:30. We'll play again tomorrow, and it'll be either the same time as today or a little bit later. We're hoping for an 11 a.m. tip-off tomorrow as Vanderbilt faces either South Florida or VCU in the second game here. Vanderbilt women's basketball, the Paradise Jam event. They play Oregon State 7 o'clock on Thursday. And women's soccer against TCU Saturday at 6:30 in the Elite Eight with a spot in the College Cup at stake. Take a break. Second half here. Coming up next, Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Junior.
Yep.
Lady.
Yeah, they have it.
Gigantic.
You know it.
What about mega?
Yep, they've got that one too. When it comes to Jumbo Bucks, winning is the name of the game. In fact, Tennessee lottery players win an average of $2.3 million a day on Jumbo Bucks games alone. So find your jumbo-sized fun today. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Jumbo Jumbo?
Oh yeah, they even have that one.
Did you know 31W Insulation is more than just an insulation company? 31W Insulation installs only the best products, including Inverge and Huntsman Spray Foam, AMAR and Wayne Dalton garage doors, Genie operators, closet-made closet systems, 310 tempering, HMI and quality shower doors, and CertainTeed, Knauf and Owens Corning Insulation. With over 46 locations in 12 states throughout the Southeast to serve you, give 31W Insulation a call today at 888-241-4563 or visit our website www.31w.com for a free quote.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Just about ready to go with half number 2. Vanderbilt 40, Western Kentucky 35 here at Atlantis. Beautiful Nassau. It's been such a fun trip. Will be a whole lot more fun with 3 wins. If you're just tuning in, Tim made it down the water slide okay yesterday?
Yeah, it was a little bit dangerous for the old guy, though. I was probably 40 years older than any of those guys going down that thing, but I gave it a try, and so
do we have any video of this?
No.
It was a 70-foot drop. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 70-foot drop, and it was. I had my eyes closed, and everything was crossed up, and I hit that water at top speed.
That water's a little cold in these pools down here. I can tell you that. Yesterday, we took a lap or two around the lazy river. That was a lot of fun.
I did that about 3 times.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, now you got to have a good start at this first 5 minutes. Vanderbilt closed it out. The last 3 minutes weren't great minutes.
Miles and Tanner, Nickel, Okereke, McLaughlin for the black and gold. Vanderbilt black uniforms, gold and white trim. Western Kentucky red uniforms with white and black trim. Traditional colors, both these teams. Tanner up top, driving off a high screen. Fans it to the right corner for McLaughlin. 3, it's no good. A little short. And on the backside, it was Mello Boone, the talented freshman, getting the rebound. He gets the second half start. Goes to Moore on the right at a game-high 15 points in half number 1. Takes a handoff straight away. Moore looking to take it down baseline, and a bump foul on Okereke. Not what Vanderbilt wanted. That's the 3rd of the day for AK in the first of the half.
I think they gave that to Tanner.
Oh, they did? Okay.
I think.
It was on Tanner. Okay. Well, that's a little better. That's only 2 for him. 3 from the left side, no good. We saw Cam have to really knock him down from distance. A tie-up on the backside is it was Moore and Vanderbilt's AK Okereke going after the loose ball.
Well, again, Hafner gets that basketball in the corner, and he lets that thing fly quick. You got to get out there on him.
First minute of the second half, Vanderbilt leading by 5. Hand off to Murdoch's playing with 3. Hafner wanted to shoot a 3. Nickel was right there. Back to Murdoch's at the top. Deep left side, it's Moore. Drives in, pivots, trying to get around Okereke, leans into it, put it up. Okereke blocked it. Moore has it back, trying to slide an interior pass and threw it away. It was intended for Blaze Cada. Commodores get it on the turnover.
Well, great defense that time by Okereke. He just went straight up and made Moore take a really difficult shot. Now you got to have a good offensive possession.
Miles outside. Screen from Okereke goes to the right. Moore guards outside Nickel between the circles. McLaughlin for a pick. Now they switch. They had Cada on him after he hedged. Okereke swings it left. Tanner wanted to, I think, turn into the lane and penetrate. Now feeds it to the post. Okereke had it slapped away, trying to hang on to the ball. Hooks it to the right side. Miles with 4, with 3. His 3 is good.
Man, I tell you what, I thought they were going to call a 3-second violation on Okereke in there. He was in there for quite a while.
A first bank three-pointer, number 6 of the day for the Commodores, leading 43-35, 18:34 to play. Outside with the ball, Terry on Murdix. Tanner trying to get a takeaway, knocked it free, picked up by Miles. It's a 2-on-2. Miles didn't see what he wanted, slides it to Okereke, drives and kicks outside Nickel, didn't have the three. Now it's Miles penetrating, jumps to a stop, and another jump ball is called. I thought Miles continued with possession, but they gave Cato the tie-up. Commodores will stay on offense with 20 to shoot.
Well, that's what you can't do. That's what we've been doing. We've been over-penetrating a little too much and putting ourselves in a real difficult situation. Kick the ball a little bit earlier, and you have a wide-open three.
They sub Murdix out of the game. In play goes Nickel, left corner. Guarded by Hafner. Now it's McLaughlin on the wing. Sends it up top, Miles with the catch. 13 on the shot clock. Hand off Tanner. Turns the corner of the paint. Floats. Short foul. I believe it's going to be on Myers. He checked in a moment ago replacing Murdix. He picks up his second. Tyler Tanner for 2. About 2 minutes played in the second half. Commodores leading by 8. He was 1 out of 2 back in the first half. 4 first half points. And swishes home the first of 2 foul shots here. Who's just made a huge jump in his offensive game. Off a career-high 20 points last time out. 2 free throws are up and in. Vanderbilt leading for the second time today by double figures, 45-35. 2 minutes deep, second half.
Well, now you want to stay in front of his right hand right here. He wants to go right.
Yeah, Tegan Moore on the dribble, and you saw Okereke do a good job of that. Outside Myers, going to hand it off. Circling, driving for a layup. Shot is good and one. Finished by Hafner, who's done his damage from long distance, but a third foul on McLaughlin will get him to the line for a chance at 3. Well, that wasn't a good development. After the Evansville transfer, he had 4 3-pointers all season coming in. He made 3 in the first half. Now a chance at 3 the hard way.
Well, and you can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
To describe, he can really get that 3-pointer away in a hurry. He hits the free throw. That was his first foul shot of the season. 45-38. Commodores unable to open up a working margin against Western Kentucky today. High screen from Okereke. Tanner goes to the left, gets it to Okereke between the circles. Matched up on the smaller Myers. Now Miles drives and kick, right corner. It is a 3 that's no good. That's McLaughlin couldn't hit. Rebound to the Hilltoppers. Here comes Boone. Going to drive all the way in. Flips it up short, but a foul. Actually, the shot went over the rim, but the foul will be on Vanderbilt. It's going to be Miles for his first, team's third, and more free throws. Western Kentucky taking it to the basket and getting the whistles. That's what they've done well all season. A big chunk of their points have come on free throws through their first 4 games, and you can say that again today. These will be foul shots 16 and 17. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Free throw rolls in.
Well, you don't want to let them have confidence, and that's what we've been doing right now. We extended that lead to 10, and all of a sudden we just give up 2 easy baskets.
Carmelo Boone, the 2-time Conference USA Freshman of the Week, working on a string of double-figure games. And turns loose the second free throw and hits again.
And now you got Frankie Collins in the game.
45-40, Vanderbilt in front. Collins brings it across, hand off to Miles. Picks it up, right elbow. Feeds a pass down low. McLaughlin, a little jump hook, lays it in.
If you're just patient right there, you're going to get that look every time.
Was stationed down low and scored at close range. 47-40, Commodores in front. More outside. Here's Hafner, floater, that was well short. Into the hands of Collins for Vanderbilt. Turns and runs. Vanderbilt had numbers for a moment. Bounce pass. Okereke trying to get to it. And you can see Devin McLaughlin saying, I was open down low. Vanderbilt turns it over in transition. Still in front by 7. Not been the sharpest day all the way around for Vanderbilt, but still a 7-point advantage. A little over 3 minutes into the second half. Crossing into the front court, Myers. Miles, his defender. Solibange up top. Hands it off Hafner. Going to send a pass across to Boone. 10 now to shoot. Boone, hesitation dribble at the free throw line. Leans in, put it up. That's a travel. He's trying to slide around Tyler Nickel. Boone made his move. Outside official Jerry Heater said you walked, and Vanderbilt gets it on the turnover.
Well, Nickel did a really good job of not buying the head fake right there and just kept his feet and put him in a really difficult situation in the middle of the lane.
47-40 the count. Vanderbilt leads. Frankie Collins back on the court today. Game action. Playing the point. Miles starts his possession off the ball. Collins turns out a screen. Behind the back pass, McLaughlin. Right lane line off the glass. No good. Moore cleans it off, grabs the rebound. Western Kentucky from left to right. Hafner with a pass fake. Got it to Moore. Shot fake from three. Plays right side. Catch by Hackman. Myers to Solobonge. Saw Collins go around as Solobonge held the ball out. Now he posts right side. Solobonge against McLaughlin. He sealed off that baseline. Kicks it back outside. Quick three. Hafner no good. In and out. Miles got the rebound. Good possession of defense for Vanderbilt. Miles along the right sideline at the hash mark. Hesitation dribble guarded by Solobonge. Bounces down low. Again too wide. They're going to give to Western Kentucky. I think Vanderbilt thought that somebody deflected it, but instead it's another turnover and an entry feed intended for McLaughlin, and that will take us to the media timeout with 15:38 to go. Vanderbilt 47, Western Kentucky 40, here in Atlantis on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Because all that can wait. Your friends shouldn't. There are good stories to be made. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. For over 45 years, our locally owned agency has worked with companies and individuals to build coverage that helps lower their risks. For all personal, commercial, risk management, and group benefits, call Martin and Zerfoss at 615-297-8500 or visit mzinsurance.com. Insuring Vandy fans since 1978.
47-40 advantage for Vanderbilt against Western Kentucky. 15:38 to play here on day one of the Battle for Atlantis first round matchup. Vanderbilt basketball is brought to you by Martin and Zerfoss. They can create a comprehensive insurance plan for you, your family, even your business at competitive prices. Martin and Zerfoss, the no problem people. And by White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Vanderbilt since halftime 2 of 5, 1 out of 3 from distance, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Western Kentucky 1 of 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 3 out of 3 from the stripe, including a foul shot that wrapped up a three-point play from Cam Hafner, who has 12. And Tegan Moore has 15 for Western. 2 players in double figures for Vanderbilt. Miles 13, McLaughlin with 12.
Well, Kevin, the one thing you don't want to see is now we're up to 9 turnovers. And again, 7 has been our turnover for an entire game. And now all of a sudden you look up and that pass play inside right there. You had to look for McLaughlin inside, just make a bad pass, and now you got Western Kentucky with the basketball back.
Teams break their huddles. Today's officials, KB Burnett, Will Howard of Nashville, and Jerry Heater. Meeting number 26, Vanderbilt leading 14-11 this series against Western Kentucky. They have not played very often in recent years. First time in 15 seasons.
Kevin, that's unusual, too. I mean, the proximity of Vanderbilt and Western Kentucky, you'd think that would be something that you'd play at least once every 5 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean it's an hour away, and Vanderbilt plays them in a lot of different sports. We'll see them meet in women's basketball and baseball, and some soccer and volleyball. Not very often in men's hoops. Hilltopper ball out of the timeout as Moore brings it across left to right, picked up by Okereke. Touch straight away from Murdix, who's back in. Vanderbilt looked to double. Passes over to Myers behind the arc right side. Penetrates with the left, trying to flip up a shot that's no good. Through a few hands. Miles came off the rebound. Was probably fouled by Cada. Play continues. Collins to Washington up top. Pulls the ball out. Gives it to Okereke left wing. AK picked up by Cada on a switch. Drives into the paint. Well, they're trying for a tie-up. Kick left side. Miles with a catch. 13 on the shot clock. Penetrates against Myers. Goes straight away. Okereke. Long one, no good. That was a long two. Cada grabbed the rebound. Okereke knocked it away. Trying to save it in, but it went to Moore for Western. He races the other way. Fans into the right corner. Myers for three. Hit the top of the backboard. He had Harris flying right at him. Vanderbilt has the basketball. Leading by 7. Washington hands to Collins. Frankie working left. Washington set a pick. Lob. Washington trying to catch it. Looking to save it in. It was knocked out of play. Cada touched it last for WKU, and Vanderbilt has 17 to shoot.
And look, Cada looks like he's hurt right now.
Yeah, he is grimacing. You can see him over there. And I think they're going to sub him out, bring Salabange back in. See if he gets a little medical attention over on the Hilltopper bench as he walks past second-year coach Hank Plona. 14:31 to go. Vanderbilt leads by 7. It's 47-40, and they'll wipe things up along the baseline. The second tee in Atlantis. What a great place. It's Atlantis Resort. You can definitely get your steps in around this place. In an intimate setting here in this ballroom-turned arena.
And I think Western Kentucky's going to challenge.
That ball going out of bounds. All right, so we'll get a replay review.
Well,
each team has 3 timeouts.
He may have a legitimate gripe right here, because I did think that basketball went out off Vanderbilt. And the thing about it is, if they don't clean up the sweat on the floor,
yeah,
we get the ball in
yeah,
bounds.
Probably so.
And there's no challenge.
Yep.
So
it's going to be a full break right here with 14:31 to go. Vanderbilt leads 47-40. We'll take the timeout as well on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
At First Bank, we've always been Vandy fans. And as the official bank of Vanderbilt Athletics, we're also teammates helping cheer on the doors together. We're proud to add Commodore Pride to your wallet with our official Vanderbilt debit cards. Anchor down when you pay with Vanderbilt debit cards from First Bank. When 2 historic Tennessee teams join together, you get even more ways to bank on the doors. Bank local, get more. First Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Vanderbilt Basketball on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
It's game day, Vandy fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite foods right to your door. Wings, pizza, burgers, whatever you're craving, it's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOVANDY to get $15 off your first order. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat.
Vanderbilt 47, Western Kentucky 40 with 14:31 to go in this first game here in the battle for Atlantis. We had a replay review, led to a timeout, and their officials looked at that last exchange. The ball went out of bounds on the right baseline. They awarded it to Vanderbilt, but as Tim noticed, if they hadn't stopped play to mop things up along the baseline, we might not have had this challenge, which I'm not sure if this won't go the other way and be Western Kentucky's ball here. Now KB Burnett comes over to tell the TV crew. Talking to Jimmy Dykes and Dave O'Brien. See if Tim can read lips, see what he's saying. Commodores with a 7-point advantage here. They've been looking at the replay. They looked at it over at the scorers table. Now they're over with the TV guys taking a look. Tim, what are they looking at here?
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why the official comes over to Jimmy Dykes and asks him his opinion.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Drive the nail.
I think they lost that appeal. They're going to lose the timeout.
Yeah. If they lose the appeal, they lose the timeout, and they also lose their challenge.
Yeah. So it's Vanderbilt's basketball.
Well, that's a positive turn for Vanderbilt there.
I don't know who advised the coach to take that challenge.
Yeah, that's a big gamble here with, you don't want to use up too many of your timeouts on something like that, and certainly a challenge at this point in the game.
Well, Vanderbilt's got to be, more effective offensively in the half court. Western Kentucky's doing a really, really good job of switching everything on the outside and then really putting a lot of pressure on Vanderbilt's guards.
Collins is going to throw it in. Washington and Harris, as well as Okereke and Miles. Commodores working from left to right in half number 2. Leading by 7, trying to stay perfect on the season. Say that for both these teams. Harris with a catch near the table. Wide pass that Miles is able to hang on to. Washington trying to supply a screen. Miles looks outside, goes to Okereke. Hands off Collins. Frankie outside, back and forth with 4, with 3. Miles recognizes it, steps back, takes a 3, no good. Inside, the battle on for the rebound. He had Washington and Harris battling among themselves, and Western Kentucky got the rebound. Thought Moore might drive. Instead, he backs away. 6 minutes played since halftime. Vanderbilt leading by 7. Here comes a screen. Moore turns it down, goes to the left, which is what you want with Okereke guarding. Moore strong to the right. Crossing over, Murdoch's inside, flipped up his shot, rolls off, no good. There's Washington up above the rim to grab the rebound. Collins front court, shifting gears into traffic. He goes, trying to put it up. He was stripped, but a foul by the Hilltoppers, and Collins gets 2.
Let's see if they're going to give him 2. Yeah, they're going to give him 2 right there. I thought that might have been a little bit further out on the floor.
The foul will go on Tegan Moore, his first, and the team's second. Great to see Frankie Collins back in the lineup today. He had missed a couple games, nursing an injury and trying to make sure he is fully healthy and ready to go for this event as he hits the first free throw, extending Vanderbilt's lead to 8. We've had a bit of a drought here for both these teams. No buckets for either side in 3.5 minutes. Vanderbilt only 6 out of 17 from 3 today, and the second free throw is good.
Both teams playing pretty solid defense and very, very physical.
49-40, Vanderbilt by 9. Collins a takeaway right at the table. Saves it into Harris. He attacks the basket and draws a foul. Maybe circle that exchange. Collins made 2 free throws, then got a takeaway. One of the bonus coming up for Vanderbilt's Tyler Harris.
Frankie Collins might be one of the best on-the-ball defenders that I've seen in many, many years. You just do not want to take the basketball up the court against him.
That was his 3rd steal of the day, and meanwhile a 4th foul on Murdoch's, and the free throw is no good for Harris. Number 8 will have one more. That makes him 9 of 12 on the season. For guys, just a fantastic shooter. Trying to extend the lead to 10. Can't do it. Free throw short. Chandler Bing checked in. Got the offensive rebound. Tried to take it back up. Lost the handle. Boone was defending for Western Kentucky. The ball goes out of bounds.
Well, you got to make free throws in a game like this, Kevin.
That was an empty trip. Commodores 11 of 16 from the foul stripe. Western Kentucky 14 of 17. They have the ball. Vanderbilt has the lead. We've got 13:25 to play. Double team outside with L.J. Hackman in the game for the Hilltoppers. Harris out there. Got it away to Boone. Slides a pass to Salabangi and close. Put it up. No good. Trying to dunk it home was Boone. That won't count. Let's see what they call for Vanderbilt. Tyler Tanner. That's 4 for Tanner. I did not know that. I thought that was only 3. Well, that's not a positive development for Vanderbilt as the free throw is no good for Salabangi. He's now 0 for 3 at the foul line today. So Tanner's going to have to sit for a bit here as Duke Miles goes back in.
Well, luckily you've got quality guards with Frankie Collins and Duke Miles being able to come in and take up some of that slack.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is really deep at those guard spots. Salabange for one more. Still can't hit. Free throw no good. He's 0 for 4. So a fourth foul on Tanner, but no points as a result. 49-40 remains the score. Miles at the top, outside Collins. Hash mark left side. Collins crossing over, goes to Miles. Shot fake from 3 left side. Salabange closes out. Miles takes it anyway. 3 is no good. Inside Hafner at the free throw line. Shielded off his man and got the rebound. Left to right, Western Kentucky with Ben guarding. Hafner off the baseline, flips it up. Kind of a wild shot there was no good, but Salabange tips it home. 49-42. Western Kentucky not going away. Vanderbilt by 7. Pass to Beng on the right. Little shake working against Moore. Trying to penetrate and fan it left side. Miles rises up. 3 ball good. We needed that.
A really nice play that time by Chandler Bing. Drove the middle, kind of collapsed the defense. And then a cross-court pass for a wide-open look.
Miles has hit 4 3-pointers today. 52-42. Commodores lead with 12 to play. Pass goes to Moore. Out at the center circle. Bing looks around for a screen. Gives him some space. Now comes up to pressure. Shot clock down to 10. And a foul on Washington came over to help. That will be number 3 for Jalen. And team now foul number 5 for Vanderbilt, the 12:06 mark. It's going to be Harris and Washington coming out. McLaughlin and Nickel return to the lineup. Block has 3 fouls. And Nichols had a quiet day, only 2 points today. Made a long jumper that was initially called a 3. They have Jack Edelin in for the first time. They send it all the way to Myers, deep left side. He takes a long one out there. That one bounces, no good, almost fell in there. Commodores grab on to the loose ball as Boyd came off with a board. Good work down low. I think it was McLaughlin. Got the tie-up. Western will stay on offense. But good work by Vanderbilt. 52-42 is the score at the under 12 timeout. Got 11:55 to play here in Atlantis. Take the break on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Mr. Commodore, better known as Mr. C by the black and gold. He commands the campus, leads the charge down the Star Walk, and motivates the Commodores to anchor down. Ford also has a fan favorite, Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, proud sponsor of the Commodores at your Tennessee Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Looking for something to take your mind off this traffic? How about a true story of instant success? Did you hear about the 2 friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list plus $75,000? Or the one where a truck driver made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with a cool $1 million? All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. So stop by your local retailer for your chance with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Commodores trying to go to 6-0 on the season, and a tough one here against Western Kentucky. 52-42. Vanderbilt leads with 11:55 to play here at Atlantis. Well, Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by our good friends at the Tennessee Lottery. They are proud to have raised nearly $8 billion to support education programs in the great state of Tennessee. Tim, you're noticing during the timeout, Coach Mark Byington had a word for the officials. They talked about something for a moment. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't think anything is going to become of it, though. Yeah. But, one thing we talked about off the air is, we'd love to get Tyler Nickel rolling here a little bit. He's only, taken 2 shots, I think, in the entire game. And, it's one of those deals where, again, Western Kentucky's done a great job on him. They're playing up underneath him and really closing out on him, making him put it on the floor. But you'd love to have him going a little bit of a hot streak here these next 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, only 1 out of 2 on the day. That was a long 2 back in the first half. That was called a 3. They reviewed it and took a point away.
Now you got Western Kentucky ball right now. You're up 10. You'd love to see just going a little bit of a run here, extend this thing into upper double digits.
Yeah, it's been hard to put them away. Vanderbilt went on a little 10-0 run, kind of the middle part of the first half. Take the lead. Edelin to the right side. Bounce pass right of the paint. It's Boyd backing in. Now to the right for a lefty three by Myers is no good. Miles snuck in there and grabbed that rebound. Nicely done. Head to Nickel. They double to Collins. Brings it out to balance the floor. Edelin comes up to pressure him. Didn't use the screen. Collins down the left lane line. Has it back to the basket with Edelin guarding. Turns baseline. Sends it out to Nickel, deep left side. Nickel with Myers guarding. Now down to 8 on the shot clock. Miles hooks a pass left side. Collins catches and drives. Stops in the baseline. Offensive foul. They said he shoved Edelin as he put on the brakes. That's kind of a tough call. And Collins gets his first and the team sixth. I don't know about that one. There was a little bit of contact, but I thought Edelin kind of sold it well as he slid toward the basket.
I mean, Frankie did drop his shoulder a little bit, but, that's one of those things where that was contact really initiated by the defensive player.
Still a 10-point lead for the Commodores. Got 11-12 to play. Left to right comes Tegan Moore. Has 15 points, but they're all back in the first half. Guarded by Bing, who's had that assignment some today. Moore plays to the top. Catch by Hafner. Leaves it on the right. Murdoch's with 4 fouls. Goes to Myers. Holds the ball out with the left hand. Now it's Moore. Shot fake at the three-point line. Vanderbilt trying to ambush. I got a takeaway. Here came a quick double team. Now it's Miles racing the other direction. Didn't see what he wanted. Takes it back in. Bounces to McLaughlin in traffic. Ball rolls toward the baseline, and Western Kentucky grabs it. Commodores turned it over after some good defensive work. Maybe a few too many miscues today. Hafner, a quick three. Pumps it up. Missed. That was an air ball. Collins catches beneath the goal. Right to left. Cross court. Miles passed him a three and drove. Puts on the brakes inside, trying to score. He was bumped into by Boyd. And Duke Miles gets 2 free throws. The foul will be whistled against Western Kentucky's number 7.
Well, really nice play that time by Duke Miles. Got Boyd up, a big 7-footer, and just kind of gave him a little bit of a head fake. He left his feet, and then he jumped into his body to create that contact.
All right, here is Duke Miles. 16 points today to lead Vanderbilt. He shoots, and it's good. This guy is as solid as it gets.
He's just a veteran player, understands how to play the game. And
I was thinking Noah Boyd wears as height as his uniform number. He's number 7, and he's 7 feet tall. Lined up on the left block after committing that foul, and Miles rolls in the second free throw.
Well, you got to continue to play solid defense here these last 10 minutes.
This is Vanderbilt's biggest lead of the day. It's 54-42 with 10:20 to go. So we near the midpoint at half number 2. Cross midcourt, Moore. Boy, Bing almost had a knockaway. McLaughlin out to guard. Got to be careful. Moore going to pass it. Goes to Myers on the right. Going to come out and balance things. Trying to turn the corner on Miles and chasing the defender, or chasing the offensive player, Duke Miles, the defender, call for the foul. His second, team 7th, one of the bonus on the way for Western Kentucky. 10:05 remaining. Vanderbilt leading by 12. Murdoch goes out of the game. And they bring Armello Boone back in.
Well, now you got to put a body on somebody here, 1-on-1.
One of the bonus for Myers. First time he's been there today. The lefty shoots, and that one's good. He is now 9 of 10 on the season. He is a graduate student from Brooklyn. He played at Western Illinois. He's been a pretty regular off the bench. Free throw no good. Rebound was taken by Boyd. Had it knocked away, and Western Kentucky will continue on offense after Boyd was able to get down there and get a piece of the offensive rebound. (54-43) after 1 out of 2 at the foul stripe for Western Kentucky. Hilltoppers left baseline to enter it. Myers slaps the ball into Hafner, drives, scoops, rolls off, no good. Rebound, Bing. Got way up there to grab that one. Commodores plenty of rebounding power on that exchange. Miles for 3, other end, no good. It was online, but too long. Boyd had a piece of the rebound. McLaughlin was down there as well. Sliding in, it was Boone. He grabbed the loose ball, but he was seated on the baseline. It will go back to Vanderbilt.
Boy, you had a wide open look that time by Duke Miles. Frankie Collins saw him coming open on the wing right there.
They sub out Cam Hafter as Edelin goes back in. Vanderbilt by 11, a little over halfway done in the second half. Lob in goes to Okereke, right wing. Nickel pops out to take it, turns into a three. Shot was no good. McLaughlin ended up on the floor. So did Armello Boone for Western Kentucky. I think they're going to call a foul on Boone. They should, and they do.
Well, that was going to be a wide open look that time by Tyler Nickel as well.
Now Hank Plona, the Western Kentucky coach, pleading his case with KB Burnett. 5 fouls whistled against the Hilltoppers in the second half. And a technical has been assessed to the Western Kentucky head coach.
I think we saw that coming.
Yeah,
right
he was
there.
kind of asking for that one. Now the officials are going to the replay monitor. I don't know if they're looking for maybe an elbow or something on that play that was involving McLaughlin and Boone.
Well, there was a lot of contact, but Boone understood that he was guarding Tyler Nickel. And McLaughlin was screening at him, and he was doing everything in his power to try to get over that screen to deny that three by Tyler Nickel.
Well, these teams have not been pouring in the buckets. Western Kentucky, no baskets in about 3 minutes. Vanderbilt, no buckets in 2:44.
This could be a big turnaround right here.
Yeah,
you're going
really
to get the ball back, and you're going to get free throws.
Well, this has been an ugly offensive half for both teams. Vanderbilt's 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 out of 8 from the free throw line. Western Kentucky 2 of 14 overall, 0 for 6 from 3, and 4 of 7 from the foul line. All right, the review is done, and now KB Burnett is talking with the table. I don't know if this is a good turn of events or not for Vanderbilt. Okay, so the common foul stands on Boone, so it wasn't bad for Vanderbilt after all. And then the technical foul whistled against the Western Kentucky bench and head coach Hank Plona. This will be Duke Miles to foul line. And Vanderbilt will have the ball. 9:46 to go, leading by 11. Miles, Vanderbilt's leading scorer today with 18 points. Playing in this tournament for the second time. Free throw's good. He was part of the Oklahoma team that won the tournament last year here in Atlantis. It's the 14th year they've had this event. Free throw rattles in. Well, Tim, you said it. This could be a big exchange here. You got 2 shots already down, and then you get the ball, leading by 13, 56-43.
I mean, you make a basket here, all of a sudden, you go up 15 or 16, and that really puts a lot of pressure.
And that's what Vanderbilt just has not been able to do today. Baseline entry. Collins goes into Nickel. Right side, Nickel fans it left. McLaughlin wide open, takes a 3. It's no good. Off the heel. Edelin saves it in. Block has not had his eye today from three-point land. 0 for 5. Trying to split defenders more and out of the corner. 3-ball Myers wouldn't drop. Knocked to the baseline by Nickel. It was last touch by Western Kentucky. I think that was Boone down there battling for the rebound. He was surrounded by black and gold. Vanderbilt ball up 13, 9:26 to go. Opposite team in this part of the bracket is South Florida and VCU. Drive Collins, hook down low.
Nice.
McLaughlin finishes. Give the dime to Frankie Collins. McLaughlin up to 14 points. Driving a dish. 58-43 with 9 to go. More outside for the Hilltoppers. He set screens for a moment. He passes left. Catch by Murdix. Miles guarding, sealing off that baseline. Murdix brings it back out. Miles stayed with him around some screens. Murdix to the left. Boone, a shot fake. Leans in, tries to drive, kicks it to the right corner. Myers with the catch. Boone again, right wing with 2 with 1. Fires into the shot clock, no good. Rebound Okereke, and a foul on Western Kentucky.
Really nice play. Nice defense that time in that half court.
I think it was Myers leaning on Okereke as they went after the rebound on that left side. To the other end for one of the bonus. For the Commodores, it's Nickel. So give Myers the foul, his 3rd, and team foul number 6 against the Hilltoppers. Tyler Nickel for 1-1. We've talked about a bit of a quiet day, but still plenty of time to go. Free throw no good. Banged it off the back rim, so empty trip, 1 and done. Still a 15-point lead. More front court. Okereke giving chase to the right. Catch and shoot. After three, that was down. Man, that dude can shoot the rock.
Yeah, he can. He gets it off quick, too.
Quick release. 58-46. Double screens. Collins goes to the left. Look at that bounce pass to McLaughlin for a score. That might have been the play of the game. What a delivery from Frankie Collins. 60-46.
Just a wrap around the defender right there.
Outside Moore. A diagonal pass across the free throw lane that was right on target. Moore straight away against Okereke. Saw Miles stick out of hand, try to knock it loose, and now Okereke and Miles guarding as Murdix drove in right side. Foul on the Commodores. It goes against Duke Miles. It takes us to a timeout with 7:56 to play. Day one here in Atlantis. Vanderbilt in front by 14. Under 8 timeout in the second half. We'll check in with Jonah Weintraub when we come back. Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Progressive knows there are two things RV owners love: to travel and relax. And they like to take both nice and slow. Just like this commercial. And what's more relaxing than the peace of mind knowing their RV is protected by Progressive? Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Anchor down with our coverage of Commodores basketball. This is the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
The Donut Den is proud to serve fresh-baked items in and around Nashville. Start your day with sunshine by visiting their location on Hillsborough Pike and enjoy some of their delicious items, like donuts, pastries, muffins, croissant donuts, fritters, fresh brewed coffee, and more. All items are baked fresh daily on site. To start your day off with sunshine, make sure to visit the Donut Den at 3900 Hillsborough Pike or call 385-1021. That's 385-1021. The Donut Den, proud to serve Nashville.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Jonah Weintraub here inside the Learfield Network studios. Quick score update, number 20, Texas Tech at home. Only up 39-32 on New Orleans with 1:26 to go in the first. Guard Christian Anderson averages 18 points a game. He already has 18 in the first half. Meanwhile, in Vegas, number 15, Iowa State leads Syracuse 35-34 at the half in the Players Era Tournament. The Orange trailed by as much as 10, but it's only a 1-point game at the intermission. Back to the Bahamas. Kevin and Tim.
Appreciate it, Jonah. Here it's 60-46. Vanderbilt leading Western Kentucky at the under 8 timeout in the second half. Vanderbilt basketball brought to you by Coors Light Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. A proud sponsor of Vanderbilt Athletics. They remind you to celebrate responsibly. This is a two-shot foul. Terrion Murdix for Western Kentucky's at the stripe with the second foul whistled on Duke Miles. Took us to the break. Free throws up and good. Well, a Vanderbilt team, Tim, that averages 103 points per game coming in, we might not hit the century mark
No,
today.
I don't think that's going to happen today. But you got to give Western Kentucky a lot of credit. I thought they had a good defensive game plan and very physical against us.
2 free throw makes for Murdix, who's had to manage his way around foul trouble today. Now some full court pressure. Tanner is back in and takes the inbounds pass to Okereke. He's in some trouble, needs help. Goes to Collins, they break the press. Goes to Tanner. Vanderbilt has numbers. Right side Nickel couldn't pull the trigger. Now to Tanner in the left corner for 3. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a big shot. Tyler Tanner hits a big three-pointer. 63-48 with 7.5 to play. Just check back in. He'd been on the bench for a stretch with 4 fouls. Over the left side for Western Kentucky, it's L.J. Hackman. Drives all the way into the middle, flips it up, no good. Nickel holding his ground, but got a tough foul. Coach Byington didn't care for that call. First for Nickel. And for Vanderbilt in the half, that's team foul number 9.
Well, if Western Kentucky's going to go full court pressure, you're going to get those wide open transition looks. If you break that pressure, now you're going to be playing with numbers.
LJ Hackman, 2 free throws, rattles out. Shot number 1. He had gone 15 out of 21 for a Western Kentucky team that, through their first stretch of games, has really scored a lot of points at the free throw line. Then top 10 in the country in attempts and makes, but no makes here as Hackman misses twice. Vanderbilt got the rebound.
Well, here you go. You throw over the top right here, and you're going to get a wide open look.
Tanner over to Collins, back to Tanner in offensive court. Tanner penetrates, he lobs it, put it up for Washington. Couldn't hang on, and Western Kentucky got it. Murdoch's passing ahead. Nickel playing defensive back, slides back there and intercepts. Tanner now offensive court. Commodores leading by 15 with 7 to play. Collins now patient outside. He has been really good for Vanderbilt today. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. Collins with a bounce pass delivery on a screen roll. Turnover there as he tried to go to Washington, sliding down the middle of the lane. On the right, here goes Murdoch's clean path to the basket, lays it in. You can't have that happen. Timeout, Western Kentucky.
You got a 30-second timeout, and really Tyler Tanner just couldn't afford to foul him right there. Frankie Collins, you throw that pass to Jalen Washington. You throw that pass to McLaughlin, he's going to catch and finish it. You got to throw that pass a little bit higher to Washington.
Yeah, just didn't bounce up high enough to get it to him.
Yeah, it bounced kind of below his knees right there, and he couldn't handle it.
Turnovers today higher than normal for Vanderbilt. 14 for the Commodores, 15 for Western Kentucky, and really not a whole lot in points on turnovers. 6-5 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
Well, you're up 13 right here, and you got to do a better job defensively. But again, expect the full court pressure from Western Kentucky. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try to create some turnovers here, I think. Well, when I say that, they're going to drop back into their half-court man-to-man zone or half-court man-to-man offense or defense.
Making us look bad over here.
Well, I think they realize, too, that Vanderbilt breaks that press. It's going to be easy baskets on the other end.
Yeah, you get numbers. It's going to be tough to stop. Collins, slow jog, front court. Carrickey started to set a pick and sipped it. It's McLaughlin inside the three-point line. Glock holds it out, goes back to Collins on the right. Frankie into the paint he goes, dumps down, put it up there. McLaughlin laid it in. Give another assist to Frankie Collins. The 2 more for Devin McLaughlin, 65-50.
He does a really good job of getting in there and just not out of control.
Here's Moore turned away left side. Up top, it's Boone for a roof scraper. Literally, that one's up and good. Carmelo Boone hits his first 3, and that was a big shot for Western. They just have not gone away. We got 6 minutes to play, 65-53. Tanner to McLaughlin. He'll try a triple. That one's bouncing no good. Poked outside. Okereke got a piece of it, but it went to Hafner. Needs some good half-court defense here. Boone on the bounce for Western Kentucky. 5:43 to go. Collins comes up to pressure. Boone lowers his shoulder. Frankie picked his pocket. Collins driving to the other end. He takes it up. He got fouled about 3 times and lost the ball out of bounds. That's tough. Although, in fairness, I thought it could have been a double dribble on Collins.
He lost control of the basketball right when he stole it, and it kind of knocked his rhythm off a little bit.
He dribbled a time or two, and then it looked like he hesitated, but I don't know. There could have been a few different things on that play. As it is, Western Kentucky ball, 5.5 to go. Vanderbilt only up by 12. Moore all the way in, drew a foul. Ends up hitting the goal stanchion, gets help from his teammates, and Tegan Moore with a chance to trim the lead back to 10. The clock stopped at 5:24 remaining. Okereke gets the foul, his 3rd. Tegan Moore on the day. He is 6 out of 6 from the foul stripe. He scored 15 points, all of those back in the first half. Has 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And his free throw is good. Talked about it coming in. 82%. He had already shot 34 free throws in their first 4 games and made 28. So that percentage has gone up as Bryant Selabonge checks in to replace Noah Boyd. The Vanderbilt lineup has McLaughlin and Okereke as well as Miles Nickel and Frankie Collins. Free throw good again. Send more to the foul line. You can pretty much put them in the book. 65-55. Lead trimmed back to 10. 5:20 to go. Collins circles back out. Miles has it. Just outside the three-point line straight away. They match up Myers on him. Miles jumps to a stop on the ride, shoots it off the window, and kisses it in. Miles put on the brakes, made a short jumper. 67-55, 5 to go.
And I think he got away with a little chicken wing right there, a little push-off.
Up to 22 points. Pull up three, other end. Missing that one was Moore. Okereke grabbed the rebound, but may have been over Celebunke's back. And Western Kentucky will get more free throws at the 4:52 mark.
Well, that's the one thing you cannot do is foul and let Western Kentucky back in the game at the free throw line.
They're in the double bonus. Celebunke, knock on wood, is 0 for 4 on the day. The well-traveled graduate student from Montreal hits the free throw.
And now you got to block out right here. You cannot put them in a situation where they get an offensive rebound off a missed free throw.
Moore and Murdix go to the bench. Edelin and I believe it was Boone check back in. Second free throw, no good. 1 out of 2. Lead remains 11 for the Commodores who got the rebound. Offensive court is Miles. Edelin guards. Miles drives right past him. Edelin fouled him on the way by.
He grabbed him right there.
That'll be a foul on Edelin, his first. That's a tough matchup for Jack Edelin trying to guard Duke Miles out there.
Well, and everybody in the gym recognizes that.
Yes.
And Duke Miles recognizes that.
And did what he needed to do right there.
You just break him down off the dribble right there and make him foul you.
Miles for 1 and 1. With 4:44 to play, the free throw's good. You need these here. 12-point advantage. Terrific game for Duke Miles. This is his 21st career game with 20 or more points. Add one more, he's up to 24. 2 important makes there to make it 69-56. Under 5 minutes left. Vanderbilt picks up full court and play to Edelin. Gives it back to Boone. Commodores back off any potential pressure. Chandler Bing in. Couple talented freshmen there. Hook pass goes to Celebunke. Finished. That was a nice delivery as Celebunke has the bucket. 69-58.
Well, that was a really nice catch by Celebunke.
4:23 left in this first game of 4 today here at Atlantis. Tanner to Miles. And a foul away from the ball. I think they're going to stick it on Unsold. Or is it Edelin?
Edelin. He grabbed Tyler Tanner running through the lane right there. Now you just got to make free throws.
So the second for Edelin. Team foul number 8 against the Hilltoppers in this half. Vanderbilt has been whistled for 11. You look at foul difficulty. Tanner and Okereke with 4 for Vanderbilt, 4 for Murdix for Western Kentucky, and Tanner's at the foul line. 1 and 1. Vanderbilt holding an 11-point lead, make it 12. Tanner earns the bonus shot.
I'm kind of surprised Western Kentucky doesn't have Hefner in the game right now. They need some perimeter scoring.
He has been their biggest threat from behind the arc today. He scored 15 points. Free throw number 2 is up and good. Tanner with a good job at the foul line on the 1 and 1. That makes him 5 of 6 on the day. Vanderbilt 71, Western Kentucky 58, 4:10 to play. More front court. Celebunke setting a screen now. He goes down inside. Rising up as Boone drills a 3. He has a lot of arc under that three-pointer, and that trims it back to 10. Under 4 to play. 71-61. Vanderbilt in front. Tanner outside. Miles passes through, goes to the left. Tanner works to the right. Celebunke has him on a switch. Down low, McLaughlin. They recognized what they had, and McLaughlin scores again.
Nice rear screen that time by Tyler Nickel to get Devin McLaughlin wide open.
Caught him at a switch. McLaughlin up to 20, a season high. Moore trying to penetrate. May have slid a little bit. He's in the paint with the left. Flips it up and in. He slid around Bing and scores. His first basket of the second half, 73-63. 3:20 to play. Tanner asks for a screen. McLaughlin says, I'll do just that. Set a pick as Boone guards. Comes out to pick up Tanner near midcourt, trying to back tip him. TT continues on the dribble. Pass goes to Miles. Hash mark right side. Shot clock at 12. Guarding him is Murdoch with 4 fouls. Miles, boy, they brought an ambush. Knocked out a play. Miles looked like he got fouled. Ended up on the floor. Vanderbilt will have 5 on the timer when we come back. We got 2:58 to play. The stretch run coming up. Vanderbilt leading here in Atlanta, 73-63 over Western Kentucky. Take the timeout on the Vanderbilt Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, Commodore fans, the Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt is your headquarters for week-long entertainment. Stop by the Commodore Grill and enjoy live music from some of Nashville's best songwriters from 6 to 10 p.m., 7 nights a week. Grab a cup of Bongo Java from our coffee bar Brew to start your morning. Brew is in the main lobby. The Holiday Inn West End Vanderbilt, just walking distance from the stadium. The game starts here.
It's game day, Vandy fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite foods right to your door. Wings, pizza, burgers, whatever you're craving, it's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOVANDY to get $15 off your first order. Uber Eats, proud sponsor of The Doors. Let's eat.
Vanderbilt trying to put away Western Kentucky has been a tough job. 73-63, the Commodores lead. We've got 2:58 to play here in Atlantis. Nassau in the Bahamas, battle for Atlantis, day 1, game 1. These teams will take on VCU or USF tomorrow. That game's coming up next when this one is done. A couple really nice individual performances today, scoring-wise from Duke Miles and Devin McLaughlin, each with season high. Miles has 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Glock has 20 points to go with 3 boards in the day. And really instrumental for Vanderbilt today has been Frankie Collins. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, has a handful of steals. Tyler Tanner, the other Commodore double figures, he scored 11. And for what's been a clank fest at times, Vanderbilt actually shooting 50% in the second half. 9 of 18, 3 of 10 from 3. And 12 out of 15 from the foul line. Western Kentucky in the second half, 34%, 3 of 12 from distance, 9 of 15 from the free throw stripe. A lot of free throws in this game, and we'll probably see a whole bunch more. Vanderbilt overall, 19 of 25. Western is 20 out of 29. Miles to throw it in. Left sideline. Thought he might have got a foul before the break. 5 seconds on the shot clock. In play, it goes to Okereke, left side. Good attack. Got it to Miles. Back to McLaughlin. Tipped out of bounds. And a violation. Vanderbilt with the shot clock hitting 0. Did not get a shot away. Maybe trying to do a little too much after putting the ball in with only 5 to shoot. And Western Kentucky has a chance to trim this back to single figures. They protect Tanner with those 4 fouls. He goes out of the game. Collins is back in to join Miles and Okereke. Nickel and McLaughlin. Western Kentucky left to right with Tegan Moore. He is their leading scorer on the day with 19. Averaging 18 per game. Works against Okereke with 4 fouls. Put it up at close range. No good. McLaughlin tipped the rebound. Moore put it back up. Good. And 1. Western Kentucky can get within 7 as Moore finishes and gets the free throw. He kept on battling, and Vanderbilt cannot clear the rebound. Collins gets the foul, his first. Moore has been automatic at the foul line today, 8 out of 8. Now 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. No bigger rebound and putback than that one a moment ago. Free throw's good. The advantage down to 7 with 2.5 minutes to play. 73-66. Got to be strong with the ball and likely make some free throws.
Well, you got to set solid screens right here.
Collins offensive court. Guarded by Murdix, who has 4. McLaughlin for a pick. Collins goes to the left. Nickel up top. Launches. 3. Yes!
Oh, that was a dagger right there now.
Sure was. Tyler Nickel, his first 3 of the day, is maybe Vanderbilt's biggest shot of the day. Makes it 76-66. 2:17 to go and a timeout. Called by Vanderbilt. 30-second TO. Well, you need somebody to make a big play, and Nickel stuck it from straight away.
Well, and like I said, you have to set solid screens, and Devin McLaughlin, maybe one of the best screeners on Vanderbilt's team, did a really good job of getting Tyler Nickel open.
So Nickel hits the 3. Vanderbilt's lead extends back to 10. Be sure to hang with us after the game. We'll have our post-game show brought to you by the Holiday Inn Vanderbilt. This is with Coach Mark Byington, our play of the game, all your final stats. Checking with Jonah Insider Network Studios. The first of 3 games in 3 days for Vanderbilt. A lot of fun here in the Bahamas. We'll play again tomorrow and again on Friday. From here, we're headed straight to the lazy river as soon as the horn sounds.
I think I want to take a video of you of that 70-foot water.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm up for that one or not. You may be the only one in our group that does that on this trip. Vanderbilt picks up full court.
Well, this is more for just taking time off the clock.
Yeah, they looked a little 1-2-2, but they retreat off the pressure, and Western Kentucky brings it across. It's Boone. Vanderbilt in a 2-3 zone. Boone goes to Murdix. He's going to drive all the way in and scores. That was way too easy. He was able to penetrate against the zone. We've seen Murdix do that a couple times. 76-68 with under 2 to go.
Well, now you'd like to see the ball in the hands of Duke Miles here. He's a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah, they're trying to ambush Collins outside. He got rid of it to Miles on the right. Back to Frankie. Guarded by Boone. Out on the center circle. Vanderbilt killing some time with 1.5 minutes to go. Bounce pass to Miles. Here comes McLaughlin. And a foul will be called on Murdix on a bump. He will be done for the day. And Duke Miles going to the free throw line, which is a good result for Vanderbilt with 1:35 to play and 9 on the shot clock.
Well, that's who you want the ball in the hands right there. I mean, he's a really good free throw shooter, confident guy at the free throw line.
So Murdix goes out of the game with 1:35 to go. But still only 9 fouls called against Western Kentucky in the second half. The lead is 8 for Vanderbilt, 76-68. Both these teams unbeaten coming in. Vanderbilt at 5-0 and Western Kentucky 4-0. Both these coaches saying this is really a chance to face some good competition, find out what you have, learn a lot about your team.
Well, Vanderbilt's had to play against some real physicality today. I thought Western Kentucky has really done a good job being physical with Vanderbilt.
Miles, free throw, good.
And I would imagine they ran the 2-3 zone last trip down on defense. I would imagine they're going to go back to a man-to-man here.
Miles shoots and hits. 2 more big free throws. He's up to 26 points today. 78-68. Vanderbilt leads 90 seconds from the finish line. More outside. Vanderbilt does go back to man-to-man. Cherokee trying to get a takeaway straight away. Hafner drills another 3. Goodness, that guy's been on fire today. 5 3-pointers. 78-71. Hilltoppers not done yet with 1:22 to go and a timeout.
I think that's a full timeout is what they're taking right now.
Well, we will keep it right here as Hafner hits the 3. He's up to 18 points.
Well, that was a set play for him. I mean, you got to give Western Kentucky a lot of credit. They run him off a double screen, pop him to the top of the circle, and, you know, again, he has a quick release. He really elevates on his shot. So now you're going to get Tyler Tanner back in the game. You're going to play 3 guards here for probably the rest of the game.
1:22 to play. Vanderbilt 78, Western Kentucky 71. And that is a season high for Hafner, the 18 points. When he played previously at Evansville, he had a 27-point game against Green Bay back in November of last season. The guy who's part of the Missouri Valley Conference's most improved team. As he has shown today, he can really shoot the basketball. He has more makes today than he had the entire season in the first 4 games.
Well, he started off really confident. I think he was 3 of 6 from the three-point line in the first half, and then he kind of cooled off a little bit. We did a little bit better job on him on closing out on him, but that was a really confident shot that he took right there. But again, now you got to be able to be strong with the basketball, and you got to make free throws down the stretch.
As Tim described, guard-heavy lineup for Vanderbilt. You got Tanner and Collins, as well as Miles, Tyler Nickel, and Devin McLaughlin. McLaughlin and Miles have combined for 46 points today.
Well, you got Frankie Collins taking it inbounds.
He is trying to find Tanner, I should say. He was being held by Hafner. Get it back to Collins after putting the ball in play. They want to double in midcourt. Collins goes to Miles. Bounces over to Tanner. To the right corner, Nickel. Back to Tanner. Vanderbilt just playing keep away. Using some clock. Shot clock now reaches 10. They try to get to Miles, and he threw it away. Western Kentucky got a takeaway right at midcourt. After into the paint, slides it off, and Selabunge lays it in. It's a 5-point game with 54 seconds. 78-73. Western Kentucky up off the mat when it looked like they were done. And a bump right at midcourt. Boone with Collins. 2 shots for Frankie with 46 seconds left. Boone commits his second. Vanderbilt in the double bonus. Team foul number 10. Collins for 2. These are huge.
And now you got a Cherokee coming back in the game because you need some rebounding on the defensive end.
Collins today, he scored 7 points. He has 6 boards. He has 9 assists. Got 5 steals as well. Free throw, bouncing, no good. Well, you need one of these to make it a 2-possession game in terms of 3-pointers. You could have made it a 3-possession game if you could have made 1 out of 2. Well, that turnover right here in front of us was really big. Frankie, no good again. Western Kentucky has the rebound. Down by 5, final minute of play. Moore straight away. After they get defenders on him. Selabunge out at the 3-point line, hands it off to Moore. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 31. Boone rises up, his 3 is no good. McLaughlin may have gotten fouled as he went up for the rebound. I think it's going to be on Hafner.
Yeah, Hafner jumped over his back right there. And a little bit of a slow whistle right there.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if they were going to call that.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were either. We got 27 seconds left, 78-73. Vanderbilt leads. Vanderbilt's lead was 15 at a point or 2 in the second half, but Western Kentucky, to their credit, they have hung around. They made huge shots. Hafner has had a huge day. And a steal and score to get it within 5. McLaughlin, big shots here. Free throw, no good. Online, but too strong. First miss of the day for McLaughlin, who's had a nice day overall. Has not shot it well from 3. But you'd love to see at least 1 free throw here. Second one, bouncing good. It was a little short, but fell in there. Take it. 79-73, 24 seconds. Western Kentucky with the ball. Moore on the right side. Take it away. Collins gets a steal. Into the front court. He's fouled by Selabunge. That was big. What a day for Frankie Collins. A huge defensive play. Got the takeaway. And now with 17 seconds left, Vanderbilt goes to the free throw line again.
You turn your back on that kid, and I'm telling you, he's up in you. I'm telling you, he's maybe one of the best defenders I've seen in a long, long time.
6 steals of the day for Collins, and his free throw is no good. Again, a situation where you just want to make 1 out of 2 here to make it a 7-point lead in a 3-possession game. Edelin goes in as Boone checks out. Shot clock off with 17.8 to go. Collins rolls in the free throw. Little drama on those makes by McLaughlin, and now Collins 80-73 with 15 seconds. Edelin hands it off. Moore and Collins will be called for a foul here with 11 seconds, trying to get another takeaway. Instead, you send the wrong guy to the free throw line, taking Moore for 2.
And now you want to get Duke Miles back in the game. You want to have good free throw shooters out there with 11 seconds left.
Here is Moore. His first one is good.
He's pretty much automatic.
Yes, he is. He is climbing his way well into the 80 percentile on the season. He has 23 points. He's 10 out of 10 from the foul line today and make it 11 of 11. Vanderbilt calls a timeout, 80-75 with 11 ticks remaining.
And I think this is the 32nd, and Coach Byington, I think this is a good timeout. He wants to get a set play to get the ball in bounds because you know they're going to foul right away, so you've got to be strong with the basketball.
Vanderbilt has one timeout left. Western Kentucky out of timeouts. Both teams in the double bonus. 80-75 the score. Vanderbilt leading. Trying to get to the semifinal round, the battle for Atlantis. Facing either Virginia Commonwealth or South Florida. Game 2 tomorrow. Well, this has turned into quite the battle here in the last couple minutes,
I'm telling you, you got to give Western Kentucky a lot of credit. They just haven't gone away. They've hit a couple threes. They've done a good job. We've missed some free throws down the stretch, which has been key. But now you got to set solid screens to get people open. You cannot move.
Collins can move as he takes the inbounds or makes the inbounds pass. He looks, goes into McLaughlin, and they foul him right away with Cam Hafner. Devin walks to the other end with 10.3 to go. 2 shots. Second for Hafner.
You'd love to see both these free throws go down.
You make both of these, and
it's pretty much over.
It's pretty much over for sure. McLaughlin. Shot number 1 is good. All strings on the first delivery. One more coming up. Season high 21 points for Devin today. Miles goes out. Okereke returns.
And the thing you don't want to do is let him have a straight line drive to the basket.
Also,
you want to turn him a little bit here.
Free throw short. McLaughlin 1 of 2. Western Kentucky. Final 10 seconds here. Boone driving against Bing. Just don't foul. Blocked up on the backboard. Is that going to be a foul and a bucket?
They call it goaltending.
Yeah, it was blocked up on the backboard by McLaughlin, so count the basket. I think Western Kentucky gets a free throw here. 4.2 to play. The basket makes it 81-77. We were talking about a chance at maybe a one-possession game here. I mean, you said it just right. Just don't foul. I mean, that's the one thing you don't want to do.
Well, anytime that they get the ball off the miss right there, and then, you got to turn the dribbler. You can't let him go straight line to line to the rim.
So they count the basket for Boone, and they give a foul to Vanderbilt's Chandler Bing.
And are they reviewing the goaltend call?
Yeah, they may be reviewing the goaltend
I think
call
that's
because that's what you can do in this situation.
Oh, that's awful close.
Yeah, I think that's probably a goaltend.
Yeah.
You got to look at the replay
because it was called a goaltend.
Yeah, I would imagine it stands. I would be really surprised if they changed this. 81-77, Vanderbilt leading. 4.2 seconds left. Commodores led 40-35 at halftime, but outscored in the second half 42-41. Western Kentucky has clawed back from 15 down to potentially have it to a one-possession game.
Well, and really, we're in the situation we're in because of missed free throws.
Yes,
I mean,
you
we missed too many
close
free
it
throws.
out.
Yeah, you just couldn't close it out. We missed, back end of a two-shot foul, and they're going to give them the basket. Well, now what you've got to do, you've got to be able to block out here. You cannot let Western Kentucky have a second chance opportunity on a missed free throw.
It's Boone at the foul line for 1, trying to finish off a three-point play that would make it a three-point game. 4.8 seconds left. Vanderbilt leading 81-77, and Boone for 1. Boone shoots, and it's good. 81-78.
Yeah, you got to get the free throw shooters in the game now.
Miles and Tanner are going to have to be solid, get the ball in play, and make free throws. The inbounds man is Frankie Collins. He looks for Duke Miles. Gets to him on a bounce pass. His defender fell down. Vanderbilt had the ball all the way to midcourt with 1.9 fouled, and Duke Miles is off to the races after his defender slipped, and now Boone is down on the logo. They help him up. Miles gets free throws with under 2 seconds to play.
So now you got to make one free throw here.
Yeah, you make one, and it's pretty much done. We said that a couple times here this last minute, you know?
Well, you got to know where Hefner is as well. You got to get out on him.
All right, 2 shots for Duke Miles. He's had himself a heck of a day. 26 points. Lead everybody. Free throws good.
That's game over right there.
11 of 11 from the foul line. 27 now for Duke. 82-78. You can hear Mark Byington saying no fouls.
Don't even touch him.
Yeah,
you just got to back off.
Right.
Just get away from him.
Uh-huh.
Don't even give the referee an opportunity to.
Miles hits 2 big ones. 83-78. One last inbounds for Western Kentucky. Edelin goes in play. Moore at half court. Fires at the rim. It's no good. Survive and advance. Vanderbilt wins 83-78 over Western Kentucky to open up play in this battle for Atlantis. The Commodores will head to the semifinals to take on Virginia Commonwealth or South Florida in game number 2. Tim Vanderbilt led by 15. Western Kentucky had it down to a single possession game, but enough free throw makes to get to the finish line. How about the day for Duke Miles with 28 points?
Well, he's just a big-time team leader. And really, Vanderbilt, you got to expect the game.